Triceratops-inspired Reading baseball t-shirt. Special dinosaur merchandise today is in limited supply and is expected to sell out quickly. Be sure to head down to the
This is the Reading Fightin' Phils pregame show on the Phillies Broadcast Network, featuring exclusive interviews, content, and much more. Now out to the ballpark with broadcasters Jake Starr and Bob McCool.
Well, good afternoon and welcome inside FirstEnergy Stadium. It is Game 6 of a 6-game series between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. My name is Jake Starr, joined alongside, as always, by my broadcast partner, Bob McCool. It is a Sunday family fun day. Reading hot dogs will be back on the field in just about 20 minutes time. And it's been a interesting series so far, to say the least. I think offense can be a key word really outside of Friday night to describe this series between Reading and Binghamton so far. But we'll take a look at last night's game. Fightin' Phils won a rain-shortened 12-6 game over the Rumble Ponies. It was called after the top of the 7th, gave Reading their second win of the series. In that game, Jose Rodriguez and Carson Taylor had 3 hits. Marcus Lee Sang and Bryce Ball had 2. Kendall Simmons 3 RBI, Caleb Ricketts 2. And as we said, Reading had 5 home runs coming from Kendall Simmons, Robert Moore, Barron Ratcliffe, Carson Taylor, and Bryce Ball. Also the second straight game that Bryce Ball has hit a home run. And Carson Taylor, of course, heating up as well. So we enter the Sunday finale of this 6-game series. Reading with wins on Wednesday and Saturday, Binghamton Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday victories. So Reading looking for a win to at least earn themselves a split before a trip to Hartford starts next Tuesday. And Binghamton is looking to earn themselves another series win on this Sunday afternoon. There is a T-Rex currently standing behind home plate. It's Dinosaurs live around America's Classic Ballpark tonight. Should be a good one. Lots of prehistoric fun is on tap. Reading and Binghamton, it's Game 6, coming up in about 20 minutes from America's Classic Ballpark. We'll step aside here for a moment. When we come back, it's this week's edition of the Phillies Minor League Report here on the Fightin' Phils Radio Network.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores and came in a nursing home or fall down and undernourished.
Meet today's employment and service demands, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dog, ham, specialty meats, and more. Burke's Packing provides America's Classic Ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
Welcome to the Phillies Weekly Minor League Report. Hi everybody, this is Sam Jelinek with your Iron Pigs update. It's been another roller coaster week for the Pigs as they've split their first 6 games against the Rochester Red Wings here this week. In a doubleheader on Tuesday, the Pigs took the back half of it, piling on a season-high 16 runs, as Esteban Quiros drove in 5 runs, including a 3-run homer. Cal Stevenson hit a grand slam, and Jordan Luplow added a 3-run homer as well. Tyler Phillips fired a second straight complete game to lead the Pigs to the win in that one, becoming the second Pig in franchise history to complete that mark, first since Tyler Cloyd about a decade ago. On Thursday, Ricardo Pinto allowed just 2 runs in 6 innings in his first quality start of the season, setting the stage for Weston Wilson to hit a walk-off 3-run homer in the 10th to lead them to a 5-2 win, almost a year to the day that Wilson hit his first walk-off homer for the Iron Pigs in 2023. Derek Hall and Nick Podkul each went yard on Friday night in what ended up being a loss, before the Pigs had David Parkinson spin 6 2/3 innings of 2-run baseball on Saturday night to lead them to a series-tying victory 6-3. Cal Stevenson had a 2-run triple to give the Pigs the lead in the 5th, and they never looked back after that. Rafael Marchand has been on a rehab stint with Lehigh Valley all week long and has looked very healthy, throwing out 3 runners behind the plate and going 4 for 14 at the dish. Junior Marte started a rehab stint last night with Lehigh Valley and allowed 1 unearned run in the 9th. Otherwise, his velo looked rock solid. Good movement on the 2-seamer as well. The Pigs go for the series win on Sunday with Tyler Phillips gunning for a 3rd straight complete game. First pitch is 6:35 from Coca-Cola Park. This has been Sam Jelinek with your Iron Pigs update.
I'm Jake Starr with the Reading Fightin Phils. The Bats have come alive this week for Reading as we enter Sunday down 3-2 against the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. The Fightin Phils fell Tuesday morning 6-5 as Binghamton scored late to steal a win. Colby Allard got the start Wednesday and lasted just 1 2/3 innings, but 4+ strong innings from Noah Skiro kept the Rumble Ponies bats at bay, while the offense exploded for 8 runs in the bottom of the 7th in a 12-7 win. In that 8th inning, 14 men came to the plate. Binghamton, though, returned the favor Thursday night with 8 runs in the top of the 8th inning en route to a 13-6 win. On Friday, the teams flipped the narrative on the week in a low-scoring affair. It was tied 1-1 in the 10th, and the Rumble Ponies took the lead on a Wyatt Young single. Reading loaded the bases in the 10th, but were unable to score. Saturday was a rain-shortened 12-6 win for Reading, where they hit a season-high 5 home runs in front of the Phillies. President of Baseball Operations Dave Dombrowski and Assistant General Manager for Player Development Preston Mattingly. Bryce Ball, Kendall Simmons, Robert Moore, Carson Taylor, and Baron Ratcliffe all went yard in the win. Standouts for the week were Jose Rodriguez, who at .429, Carson Taylor at .421 with 4 RBI, Bryce Ball with homers the last 2 games, and Marcus Lee Sang hitting .391. Kendall Simmons also has 3 hits and a .357 average on the week. Reading finishes the series on Sunday night with Colby Allard on the mound, first pitch at 5:15. I'm Jake Starr with the Reading Fightin Phils Weekly Update.
With your Jersey Shore Blue Claws report, I'm Greg Chambarisi. The Blue Claws are in Aberdeen this week where they dropped 3 of 5, but still remain just 1 game back of first place Greensboro in the SAL North. The most dramatic game of the week was on Tuesday when the Blue Claws rallied for 4 runs in the 9th in a 9-6 win. They were down to their final strike on 3 different occasions, but Felix Reyes doubled, William Bergoya walked, and then Henry Mendez tied the game with an RBI single. Zach Arnold added an RBI single to give the Blue Claws the lead. He tacked on 2 more for the win. Both Arnold, the lone 2023 draftee with the Blue Claws right now, and Mendez, acquired from the Brewers in November, have had good weeks. Arnold is 5 for 11 with 4 RBIs, and Mendez, who was just reinstated from the injured list on May 14th, is 5 for 13 with 4 RBIs and 6 walks in 19 plate appearances. Justin Crawford is heating up, going 7 for 16 with 2 doubles and 4 stolen bases in the last 4 games. William Bergoya has 4 multi-hit games since May 16th and is 10 for 26 in that stretch. On the pitching side, Aberson Castellano had his best start of the season on Friday, allowing 1 run in 6 innings with 7 strikeouts. Sam Aldeguerri gave up 2 runs in 6 innings and struck out 8 on Wednesday. Gunnar Mayer has earned his first 2 professional saves this week, closing both Blue Claws wins in this series. Andrew Baker has 2 scoreless innings this week and has 13 strikeouts in 6 1/3 innings with the Blue Claws. And finally, Villanova alum Danny Wilkinson struck out the side on Saturday. He's up to 22 strikeouts in 11 2/3 innings this year, fanning 22 of the 49 batters he's faced. Blue Claws are home on Tuesday to welcome in the Mets affiliate, the Brooklyn Cyclones, with a morning game on Wednesday. With your Jersey Shore Blue Claws report, I'm Greg Jamboree.
With 4 straight wins against the St. Lucie Mets, the Clearwater Threshers became the first team in minor league baseball below AAA to reach 30 wins on a season. They're the only team in single A with a winning percentage of 700 or better, and it has been just a clinic on offense and defense for the Threshers this week at Port St. Lucie. Mavis Graves continued a fantastic run of pitching, getting back into the starting rotation this week after 10 strikeouts and 6 innings of relief last week. This week, he picked up right where he left off. 9 strikeouts, 1 hit, no runs allowed in a 6-inning start and his 3rd consecutive victory. The Threshers have been absolutely dominant against St. Lucie, and they look to continue it next week when they return home against the Lakeland Flying Tigers in a matchup that could very well determine the fate of the first half championship in the Florida State League West.
The FCL Phillies went 3-3 during the week. They are 8-8 overall. 19-year-old catcher and first baseman Guillermo Rosario had a monster week, going 7 for 18 with 3 doubles, a home run, and 8 RBI. He's now hitting .353 with a 1,053 OPS in 61 plate appearances this season. 18-year-old shortstop Starlin Caba had 4 hits and 5 walks in 20 plate appearances this week and also stole 4 bases. 20-year-old outfielder Ezra Farmer was 4 for 8, 3 walks, and a .636 on-base percentage in 11 plate appearances. In preseason play at the Dominican Academy, 17-year-old outfielder Venezuelan Jorge Julio Jr. had a great week, going 5 for 9, 2 doubles, a home run, and 4 RBI. He's the son of the former big league pitcher Jorge Julio, who pitched in the major leagues for 9 years and was the Orioles closer from 2002 to 2004. 19-year-old Venezuelan outfielder Romo Mendez was 3 for 6, a triple, and 3 RBI. 19-year-old Dominican Republic right-handed pitcher Darling Reyes impressed with an inning of scoreless relief. His fastball sat in the 94 to 97 range. Thank you to Steve Potter for this week's update on the FCL and DSL Phillies.
Thank you for listening to the Phillies Weekly Minor League Report.
The Promax Fence Systems Foul Porch is an exclusive group experience. Located in our left field corner, groups of 20 to 30 people are treated to 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and drinks and a festive atmosphere. Regular season tickets are $37 for groups of 20 or more. Call us today at 610-370-BALL to reserve a spot for your group.
When you drive a vehicle so reliable it's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty, you stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see what you're capable of in a vehicle that inspires confidence around every corner. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available. Warranties include 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain and 5-year 60,000-mile basic. Warranties are limited. See retailer for details.
Looking to try something new at a Fightin' Phil's game this season? Give Briganti Wines a try. Briganti Wines is ran by former Fightin' Phil's great and big leaguer Mike Costanzo. Briganti Wines comes from the vineyards in Italy's Abruzzo region. They are committed to quality, authenticity, and sustainability, attracting a loyal following of customers. Get a wide variety of Briganti Wines wherever it is sold at FirstEnergy Stadium this season. Visit BrigantiWines.com to learn more.
The Reading Fightin' Phillies are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay? The help is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide hurts and affects everyone, but help is here. We will work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-379-2007.
Back on the Fightin' Phil's pregame show, Jake Starr, Bob McCool, Mariano Duncan, the bench coach for Binghamton, and Al Patrique, Fightin' Phil's skipper, wearing the Reading Hot Dog jerseys, are at the home plate dirt circle for our umpire meeting. and I'll bring in my broadcast partner here, Bob McCool. Reading, bats have really come to life this week. Last night we saw it in full force, and it's something we're going to need to continue today.
Yeah, the good news is that when Reading has won the games in this series, they've won 2 out of the 5 so far. When they have scored runs in plenty. They've scored 12 runs in both of those 2 games. Obviously, they have to come out of this with a win today, and at least get a split of this series after losing 5 out of 6 on the road last week to Richmond. It's the first half of the chase is certainly still a piece of the puzzle, but for Reading, it's about getting back to that 500 mark, and they've got work to do. You got to take care of business and try to get this win this afternoon here in front of the home crowd.
And on the mound for the Fightin' Phils, we'll talk more about him. It's Colby Allard, and Allard making his second start for Reading, signed by the Phillies over the winter on the 40-man roster, option to Lehigh Valley towards the end of spring training. Really a tough start to the season with Lehigh Valley, was transferred down to the Florida Complex League, got some work down at the Player Development Complex, and kind of trying to work his way back up to AAA, and it kind of remains to see if and how long he remains in Reading, but Allard, 50 pitches or 3 innings is the likely plan for him today. Efrain Contreras will piggyback off of him from there, but Allard, definitely going to look for a bounce back off of Tuesday.
Yeah, it's somewhat of a crossroads time of his career for Colby Allard in a lot of ways. Last season was in so many ways a lost season. He spent 2 different stints on the 60-day IL, first with a strained oblique, came back, made a couple of appearances, and ended up going back on the IL less than a month later for what was a shoulder inflammation situation. So you get to that point now where is he still just kind of working his way back from the shoulder issues he had from last year, or is it just that point in time? He's 26, he's left-handed, so there's going to be opportunities for Colby Allard, but obviously he is not what the Phillies were hoping when they signed him. They were hoping that he could potentially be in the role that ultimately Spencer Turnbull has won in Philadelphia, the long man out of the bullpen or a potential spot starter. He has struggled to get people out at AAA. They sent him down to kind of get reacclimated a little bit, working his way back up. But he's got to do and perform better because he did not get through the second inning in the first start on Tuesday in this series.
Led by Colby Allard, the Fightin' Phils, playing as the Reading Hot Dogs, have taken the field. And we will step aside one final time. This has been the pregame show on the Reading Fightin' Phils Radio Network. Lineups and first pitch is coming up just after this here on the Fightin' Phils Radio Network.
Stand up, hands up. City of brotherly love. Stand up, hands up.
Wilson hits it in the air, out towards right. Oh, watch it fly, and it's a walk-off. Game-winning home run for Ethan Wilson.
This one driven into left center field. Turn and say goodbye. Carlos De La Cruz clears the scoreboard in left center field. Home run number 21, and the Fightin' jump out on top.
You're listening to Reading Fightin' Phils Baseball on the R-Phils Radio Network.
Swing and a miss, and back-to-back strikeouts as Sanchez cannot catch up to the 98-mile-an-hour fastball from Abel.
Swing and a miss, he struck him out. 10 strikeouts tonight for Griff McGarry.
Now, out to the ballpark with your broadcasters, Jake Starr and Bob McCool.
National anthem has concluded, and it is time for baseball from Baseball Town. Once again, it's Game 6 of a 6-game series between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. My name is Jake Starr, that's Bob McCool, and here is how Binghamton lines up on this Sunday evening. Jalen Palmer leads off at third base. Brandon McElwain is second in left field. Roddy Jordan third and second. Nolan McLean fourth to the H. Ryan Clifford is fifth in right. JT Short sixth, the first baseman. Jeremiah Jackson seventh at short. Drake Osborne eighth is the catcher. catcher Omar De Los Santos makes his first start of the week. He will play center field. And on the mound for the Fightin' Phils, it's the lefty, 26-year-old Colby Allard.
Allard making his second start of the season here in Reading, obviously, and of this series, as we talked about a moment ago. Colby Allard working his way back up to Lehigh Valley, where he spent the beginning of this season, was not having a whole lot of success. The Phil sent him down to the Florida complex to try to work on some things and get him back in a better position. In the start on Tuesday, lasted just an inning and 2/3, gave up 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. And those runs were scored on the first inning. And it looked like he was not going to get out of the first inning, but ultimately worked his way out of that. But again, did not make it all the way through the second inning. And he is either on a 50-pitch count or 30 or 3 innings, depending on which comes first for the left-hander.
Set the defense for the Fightin' Phils. Caleb Ricketts, who just 3 hits down, does the catching. Bryce Ball at first. Jose Rodriguez second. Robert Moore short. Casey Martin third. Carlos De La Cruz in right. Marcus Lee sang center. Baron Radcliffe is in left. So a bit of a different lineup for manager Reed Brignac and his Rumble Ponies today. And first batter to step in through this shuffled up lineup, it is the local kid to New York, Jalen Palmer, holding in for the right side. Brief on-field delay as they wait for the Rumble Ponies coaches to exit the playing surface into the dugout. And now that they've done that, we are ready to roll. Game 6 of 6. And Colby Allard, the lefty, will fire on home. The first pitch is in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. First pitch fired home at 5:16 on this Sunday night. 84 degrees and fair is our temperature, presented by All Temp Enterprises. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Back-to-back fastballs from Allard. That last one a bit up in the zone. And Palmer's quickly down to the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. That's a bit high and wide. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sunny skies. Hope for that for the next 3 hours after a night full of plenty of precipitation last night. Allard comes set against Jalen Palmer, the 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 out, 1 strikeout for Colby Allard. And early returns, Bob, look good on Allard.
Yeah, obviously it starts a whole lot better than it did in game 1 of the series for Allard, in which he just, or game 2, I said game 1, game 2 of the series.
Started the exact same, technically.
Correct.
Strikeout, so.
Right. Strikeout, and then kind of, he got 2 outs, and then it was a 2-out walk that led to back-to-back home runs, and the Rumble Ponies started to work on it. But the difference is that Matt Rudick, who was leadoff man in that particular series, and the first 3 batters in the lineup for Binghamton really worked the count against Allard and really made him throw a lot of pitches by fouling pitches off and running the count deep.
Brendan McElwain took the first pitch for a ball. He swings at the second pitch and fouls it off to the right side. So it's quickly 1 ball, 1 strike to Brendan McElwain. Did homer off Allard in that game on Wednesday. 1-1 to the righty, and it's swung on and dribbled foul off to the right side. Hits the facing of the dugout suite, and it's retrieved from the bullpen by, you guessed it, Tristan Garnett. He is so spry.
He is the ball chaser
when it comes to getting balls that come down that line. I don't know what he's going to do once the bullpen moves out to left center field in a few weeks.
That's a good point.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Brendan McElwain. Here's the 1-2. That's a bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Allard, who spent last season in the Atlanta Braves organization, didn't really pitch much. On the IL until June with a right oblique strain. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, tap foul down the first baseline. It's 2-2 still.
Well, Allard's not going to overpower hitters. His fastball is a tick or 2 above the 90-mile-an-hour range. It's about spotting and location that's going to be the main piece of the puzzle for Allard. But again, if the fastballs aren't in a good spot, they're going to end up going a long way.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count to Brendan McElwain in the pitch. Swung on, hard hit ground ball towards short, out of the reach of Robert Moore, and it's into left center field for a base hit. Radcliffe, the left fielder, cuts it off, and McElwain's in with a 1-out single. So he now has a homer and a hit against Colby Allard, and that'll bring Rowdy Jordan to the plate. Jordan, a switch hitter. He bats from the right hand of the batter's box. Had the night off last night, Jordan did. 2 nights ago, he was 1 for 4 with a single. First pitch home, and it is at the letters for a called strike. It's 0-1. Jordan saw Allard once in Wednesday night's game. It was a walk for him in that lone plate appearance against the lefty Allard. 6'1", 200-pounder. Right-handed bat is Jordan. Here's the 0-1. And that's a slider, misses up for a ball. It's 1-1. Roddy Jordan, 25 years old, from Auburn, Alabama, an 11th round pick by the Mets in 2021. 1-1. Swung on, broken bat, slow ground ball third. Martin charges, only plays the first. It's high, but Bryce Ball uses all 6'4" of his frame to make the catch. That's out number 2. Up to second goes McElwain, and that'll bring Nolan McLean to the plate.
Yeah, Casey Martin again played the third base last night as he filled in for Kendall Simmons, who was shaken up during the game, and I'm not sure how much third did Casey Martin has played, predominantly playing second and short, but he kind of reacted to the splitting of the bat. He took a step back initially, but it was a slow roller, and by the time he got there, he made the right decision, which was to go to first. And if you overthrow Bryce Ball, you've overthrown somebody because he's a big target. He played that very well at first base.
First pitch to Nolan McLean. He watches go by for a strike. Fastball in the inside corner. It's 0-1.
What Bryce Ball did is that you, as a good first baseman, you'll straddle the bag, and if the throw is on one side or the other, then you move your feet accordingly. And since it was on the runner's side, you move off and you keep your right foot on the bag, and it just makes you a bigger target.
0-1, swing and a miss. Behind a 92-mile-per-hour sinker, Nolan McLean was, and it's 0-2. Colby Allard's looking for some better results in this first inning than he had in the first inning on Wednesday night. At 15 pitches, 0-2, 2 outs, top of the first against Nolan McLean. Allard to lefty, sets from the third base side. The pitch swung on, lifted in the air, foul territory right side. Bryce Ball, the first baseman, gives it a look, but it'll land a couple of rows deep in the right field grandstand. Nolan McLean making his 4th start as a hitter at the AA level. Has a hit in his first 3 games so far. But he's down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes to Colby Allard. Here's the 0-2. Curveball, tap foul, right side. And it'll stay no balls, 2 strikes.
It's a really good pitch that time by Allard. It really got in on the fists of McLean. A very defensive swing by Nolan McLean. Unfortunate to even get a piece of it.
So we'll do it again here at no balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. McElwain gets the lead off second. We're still scoreless. Allard set at the letters, the pitch. That's up for a ball. It's 1-2. Nolan McLean, a 22-year-old from Willow Spring, North Carolina. He's a 3rd-round pick of the Mets last year. Out of Oklahoma State, the 1-2. Outside for a ball, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Colby Allard began his career in the Braves organization, then a brief stint with Texas, back to the Braves, and now with the Phillies. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. That one misses just below the knees, 3-2. 2 outs in the top half of the first inning. We're still scoreless. McElwain, though, stands on second. He represents the first run in this first inning. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. A couple of strikeouts to sandwich the inning for Colby Allard. All in all, it's no runs on a hit. No errors, 1 left for the Rumble Ponies. We'll go to the home half of the first. Binghamton nothing. Reading coming to bat.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job. Everything for us, from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the Phillies. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 9 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksareus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Phillies. Fightin Phil's starting lineup in a scoreless ball game presented by Golden Oak Landscaping. Marcus Lee Sang leads off in center. Jose Rodriguez plays second, bats second. Caleb Ricketts is third, the catcher. Carson Taylor cleans up the DH. Carlos De La Cruz fifth. In right field, Bryce Ball sixth at first base. Baron Ratcliffe seventh, the left fielder. Robert Moore is eighth at shortstop. Casey Martin's ninth, third baseman. And on the mound for the Rumble Ponies, it's Cameron Foster.
Foster making his second appearance in this series, but the first one was in a inning of relief. His 9th overall appearance on the season, his 5th start. His numbers at 2-1, a 3.76 earned run average, 26 and a third innings pitched. He's struck out 19. He has walked 17.
First pitch to Marcus Lee Sang. Watches go by for a strike. It's 0-1.
That appearance, he appeared in the game on Tuesday, the series open. He gave up 2 earned runs in a 1 inning of relief, but he got the win.
0-1. Lee Sang shoots it down the left field line, but over to get it is McElwain, left fielder, and there's 1 out. So we said McElwain is in left. Rest of the Binghamton defense, Omar De Los Santos in center, Ryan Clifford at right, JT Schwartz first, Rowdy Jordan at second, Jeremiah Jackson at short, Jalen Palmer third, Drake Osborne does the catching with Cameron Foster on the mound. So here's the red-hot Jose Rodriguez. 3 hits in last night's ball game. In from the right side, first pitch, swing and a miss at 0-1. Got his big swing out of the way, Bob.
That's what he does. We were talking about that with Brock Stassi tonight in the pregame show about his healthy cut Jose Rodriguez takes, but then he seems to really kind of work the count from there.
Next pitch, swung on, ground ball, leaking towards the middle. Nice play, Jackson, the shortstop, spins, throws, and it gets away from the first baseman, Schwartz. Hits off the dugout suite. Nice job by Osborne to back it up. So Rodriguez is on first. We'll see what they rule that.
Yeah, that's a good. That's going to be an interesting call. It was a great play by Jackson, but he couldn't get much on the throw. They're going to give him a base hit. Would have been a heck of a play by Jeremiah Jackson, and Rodriguez can run a little bit. But he stays, as Jake said, red hot, which is appropriate when they're the hot dogs.
Running hot dogs in their red and yellow uniforms with white pants. Binghamton wears the navy blue tops, gray pants. First pitch to Caleb Ricketts in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Ricketts was 0 for 1 against Foster in Tuesday's game. As we said, Reading put up 2 runs, 2 walks, and a hit on Foster in just 1 inning of work. Long pause for him. Here's the pitch. That one's bounced down. Ricketts takes. It's 1-1. Ricketts last night 1 for 4, couple of RBI. Good week for him. He's 5 for 13 overall, a couple of runs scored, double, also 4 runs driven in. 1-1. That's a line drive, left center field. It's up the alley and towards the wall. Around second for third goes Lee Sang. He's going to get waved home. We throw into the cutoff man. It comes home and it is high and late. And Rodriguez scores. It's an RBI double for Caleb Ricketts, 1-0 Reading.
And that's how you get it done. Caleb Ricketts swinging a good bat. We have yet to see the power from Caleb Ricketts in terms of the home run, but he hits line drives. And that was a line drive off the bat. Rodriguez was off and running because he knew nobody was going to get there. An aggressive move by Carl Ellison, who's coaching at third base, to send him and make them throw him out at home. And a throw from the second baseman, Rowdy Jordan, just a little bit high and allows Rodriguez to slide underneath safely, and the Phils draw first blood.
So 1-0 Fightin' Phils. Here's Carson Taylor from the left side. First pitch home, and Taylor will take it at the knees for a strike. It's 0-1. Carson Taylor's had himself a very good week, hitting .500 across his last 4 games. Foster along set. Here's the 0-1, and Taylor takes inside 1-1. Taylor last night 3 for 4, couple of runs scored. Hit his first home run in over a month, also a couple of RBI. Prior to last night, his prior home run was April the 20th at Binghamton. Here's the 1-1. Big looping curveball misses up. It's 2 balls, 1 strike to Carson Taylor. Ricketts gets his lead off as second. 1 away, 1-0 Reading. Here's the pitch. That's inside for a ball. It's 3-1. So Lee Sang flew out to start the game. It's then been a single in the infield from Rodriguez, and then a double up the alley from Caleb Ricketts. Here's the 3-1. Swung on, hit in the air, out towards center, not deep. Couple of steps to his right goes De Los Santos, will make the catch. Ricketts doesn't tag. 2 outs in the first inning for Carlos De La Cruz.
Right fielder number 45, Carlos De La
That double was the 5th of the year for Caleb Ricketts. And the RBI was his 9th. So after a night off last night, Carlos De La Cruz back in from the right side. 2 outs in the first. First pitch to him, swings, and it's a ground ball foul down the left field line, 0-1. Carlos has 1 plate appearance against Foster this year. Worked a walk in that lone plate appearance. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss. No balls. 2 strikes to Carlos De La Cruz. Foster also pitched against Reading back on April the 20th. Allowed no runs across 4 innings pitched. And he's up in the count on De La Cruz, 0-2, the pitch. And that's low and away for a ball, 1-2. He tried to bury a curveball. De La Cruz holds back.
Just look to see, it was May 9th since Carlos hit his last home run. Seems just like the kind of day where that could change.
Here's the 1-2. Swung on, fouled straight back. After you manifested the Taylor home run last night, you're trying to.
It's a beautiful sunny day. Carlos is a guy that likes the warm weather. It just seems like it's the right kind of day for that to end. He's too good of a hitter. He's got too much power for him to be held in check for that long of a period of time. Sooner or later, he's got to snap out of it.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the first. 1-0 Reading the pitch. That's a curveball inside, 2-2. De La Cruz takes. So we'll do it again here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ricketts leads off second in the first. Foster deals. Carlos takes again. It's 3-2.
That's a great take by De La Cruz as he tries to get him to chase that curveball. So now he puts himself in a position, does De La Cruz, where you would think that Foster's coming with a fastball at 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. See what Foster goes with. The pitch. That was a fastball, misses up. So a very good plate appearance by De La Cruz. He works a walk. First of the afternoon for Foster, and that brings Bryce Ball to the plate.
That quickly, A.J. Sager, the pitching coach, is coming out. The very early appearance by the pitching coach for Binghamton. 19 pitches in.
So A.J. Sager's out. It's runners on first and second, 2 outs in the Bottom half of the first inning. Reading already leads 1-0. And Bryce Ball set to come to the plate. Ball, who last night hit another home run. He has home runs now in back-to-back games. 6th time in his career he's done that. He has never homered in 3 straight games in his career.
First baseman number 15, Bryce Ball.
So Bryce Ball steps up in the left side. He's over the Mendoza line, 204 on the season. Couple of home runs, 14 RBI. Looking to add to all those totals. First pitch, Ball takes inside, it's 1-0.
Interesting, the Ball's hit 2 home runs in this series, and they've been both pulled. He's a left-hand hitter, but yet the center fielder, Omar De Los Santos, cheating towards the left field side of the second base bag, opens up the right center field gap.
Rather large gap there, 1-0. Swung on, knuckled, left side of the infield in the air. Shortstop Jackson's there, he's got it. That retires the side in the first. Reading does get 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors, and Reading does leave 2 aboard. We'll go to the second. Fightin' Phil's on top early. It's 1-0.
The Seidel Auto Group deck is a great spot for all fans with a summer picnic life and great tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you might even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in the home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $34 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit rfields.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Humane Pennsylvania is an innovative national leader in animal welfare with adoption centers, accredited nonprofit veterinarian hospitals, emergency animal rescue services, community pet assistance programs, and a free community dog park. At HPA, we are passionate about going the extra base to keep your pets healthy and happy at home with you. With a variety of services and different ways and times to access them and variable pricing, Humane Pennsylvania is here to provide your pets with exceptional care, how, when, and where they need it. Visit humanepa.org for more information. Second inning, Fightin' Phil's on top 1-0. Colby Allard after a couple of strikeouts in a scoreless first inning. Back on the mound for inning number 2 of work. Ryan Clifford, 5'6", due up for Reed Brignac and the Binghamton Rumble Ponies.
Back for the Rumble Ponies, right fielder number 17, Ryan Clifford.
So Clifford will dig in from the left side. Inning brought to you by International Fireworks, the official sponsor of the R. Phil's fireworks shows. Visit their store at 242 Sycamore Road in Douglasville. So Clifford digs in left side, leads off top 2. First pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Clifford in Wednesday night's game did hit a double off of Colby Allard. Next pitch swung on, broken bat, floater towards second. Rodriguez waits back on it, plays it on a bounce, throws the first in time. One gone for JT Schwartz. So Allard's broken 2 bats now?
Yep, 2 bats and 5 hitters, which, you know, again, when you're only throwing 90 miles an hour, which is what he's done, I think the fastest of the fastballs he's thrown is the strike he got on Nolan McLean to finish the first, and that was at 91. But again, it goes to show you that it's about location more than it is velocity in any situation.
So Schwartz digs in from the left side with 1 out. The first pitch swung on and fouled straight back and goes just to our left. It's 0-1.
Allard has been predominantly working the upper half of the zone, which against the 2 left-hand hitters he's facing, and Clifford and now Schwartz, that's not a bad thing, because in more cases than not, left-handed hitters like the ball in the lower part of the zone.
Schwartz also yanked the next one foul on the ground. It's 0-2. So he'll step out and ask for time. No balls, 2 strikes to count to JT Schwartz. 1 out in the top half of the second. Reading's given Allard a 1-0 lead. 0-2, curveball misses up. It's 1-2. Good night last night for J.T. Schwartz. He had a 4-hit night. Second time this season he's had 4 hits in a game. 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Third strikeout for Colby Allard this afternoon. And that's 2 outs for Jeremiah Jackson.
Again, upper half of the strike zone and getting the left-hander to chase it up high. And again, 91 on the fastball. So the last 2 strikeouts he's had has been the hardest he's thrown it at 91, but they've been up high, and he's getting Rumble Pony hitters to chase after that pitch out of the strike zone.
So Jackson digs in from the right side. Allard, the lefty, will wind and deal. On the first pitch, a curveball that misses just up. It's 1-0. Back to that 4-hit night for Schwartz real quick, though, to finish that thought. He has 2 4-hit games this year. Binghamton has 4 in total. All of actually came on the road. 1-0 is another curveball, this time a bit in to the righty Jackson. It's 2-0. Jackson was 0 for 1 against Allard on Wednesday, was retired via strikeout. 2-0, swung on, lifted in the air towards right. De La Cruz goes back, turns, and it is gone. Jeremiah Jackson goes the other way with a solo shot. This game's tied up at 1 on Jackson's 6th home run of the season.
Jeremiah Jackson got 2 hits in this series. They've both been home runs, but Colby Allard has put 2 pitches in the middle of the strike zone, and that's the 2 hits. Brandon McElwain hit his back through the middle for a single, but that one to Jackson was in the middle half, and Jackson went the other way with it and just drove it out of the ballpark. So that's what I'm talking about. He's got to worry about, it's about location for Colby Allard, because he doesn't have stuff that's going to overpower hitters. If he leaves it in the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Here's Drake Osborne, takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. Ball left to bat at 100 miles per hour, traveled 377 feet out to right center field. Allard winds the 1-0. That's up for a ball, 2-0 to Drake Osborne. Osborne didn't play last night. 2 nights ago, though, had 3 doubles and 4 RBI. 2-0, swung on, lifted in the air, foul. It's 2-1. Those 3 doubles for Osborne tied a Binghamton franchise record a couple of nights ago. Next pitch down for a ball. It's 3-1. Osborne did face Allard on Wednesday night. He struck out. And it's 3 balls, 1 strike to count here to Drake Osborne. Allard trying not to lose him. And a very late time called by the batter Osborne. Osborne, a 25-year-old from Sandia, Texas. 19th round pick of the Mets in 2021. 3-1 is inside ball 4.
No, it's not. You just called it a strike.
Oh, they called it a strike.
Don't forget who your home plate umpire is.
I know where we're going with that. One of the latest to make a call, it feels like.
Osborne had dropped the bat and started towards first.
3-2, swung on, lifted in the air, right side, foul territory. Casey Martin to the warning track, makes the catch. That is out number 2. Jared Dewerson is our home plate umpire. Oh, that's out number 3. Sorry, totally lost track of the outs in the inning. So in the inning, no runs, 1 hit, the home run. There was actually 1 run on that 1 hit. There were no errors and nobody left. What about in the second? Fightin' Phillies and Ponies all tied at 1.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 75 years of senior living.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Bottom two, it's a 1-1 ball game. Crazy hot dog vendor doing his thing. Bob McCool with the net out the window, but no hot dog to come away with it, Bob McCool.
0 for 24, as in the 2024.
Is this also our 24th home game?
No, this is 2024. Trying to shorten it up a little bit.
Baron Radcliffe leads off the inning. Here against Cameron Foster, the first pitch. Swing and a miss, it's 0-1. I mean, is this our 24th home game,
Could
too?
be. I don't know.
We played 4 series
yeah,
in home.
it is.
6 games per series, none of it canceled.
No.
Do the math.
That's right. You are correct.
0-1 is up and in the Radcliffe. It's 1-1. This inning brought to you by Cornwall Manor, an active senior living not-for-profit community in scenic Cornwall, PA, just outside of Lebanon. 1-1. Over for a strike, it's 1-2. Baron Radcliffe's got to be feeling pretty good. Hit a home run last night. Crushed one to right field. 1-2 is a bit down for a ball. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Seven, 8, 9 due up for the Fightin' Phils in the inning after they got 1 run on a couple of hits in the first. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and poked foul off to the left side. It stays 2-2.
Very, very late swing for Radcliffe and really jammed himself.
So it's a 2-2 count now to Baron at Radcliffe. The pitch, swung on, lifted in the air, foul left side. And it'll stay 2 balls, 2 strikes. The glass breaking sound effect is getting some pretty good use.
How about it? First one was a bit delayed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they always say light travels faster than sound.
There you go.
2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Curveball and called strike 3. So first strikeout for Cam Foster tonight. And there's 1 out of the inning for Robert Moore. Robert Moore in the 8th spot tonight, batted 9th last night. Switch hitter, bats from the left side against the righty. Foster's first pitch home is in for a strike, 0-1.
There's only 6 left-handed bats in the Phil's lineup today as opposed to the 7 last night.
De La Cruz, Rodriguez, and Martin, the 3 righties today. Last night it was Simmons, and next pitch is fouled straight back, 0-2. I have to go double check. Rodriguez.
Yeah, correct. Because Ethan Wilson was in the lineup last night, has the night off today.
And it's 0-2 to Robert Moore. The pitch, swung on, lifted in the air, left side, foul territory. Palmer gives it a look, but it'll go out of play, foul. Ooh, fan dropped it. In and out of the hands, even used 2 hands.
But he was able to pick it up himself and now give it to a kid. So he did the right thing.
So it stays 0-2 to Robert Moore, the 22-year-old from Leawood, Kansas, University of Arkansas alum. Next pitch is swung on, line down the left field line, but foul towards the bullpen of the corner.
No Tristan Garnett.
That's McKay, right?
Yeah. Where's Garnett? He quit?
Well,
He gave up the job?
Well, Garnett, I think, is going to be sitting on the other side of the bench down there, so. So it's 0-2 again to Robert Moore. Next pitch is swung on and fouled straight back. It stays 0-2. Good fight by Moore, though.
Yeah, it was a pitch that was a bit up. It might have been a ball, but again, it's a situation where something that doesn't happen enough anymore in baseball, of trying to protect counts. Guys are more apt to just kind of take it end up walking away complaining about the strike, but sometimes you need to make contact.
0-2 misses down with a slider below the knees. It's 1-2.
Nothing wrong with fouling off a pitch and trying to see if you don't see a better one the next time around.
Robert Moore did homer last night, first of the year. The next pitch at the knees, that's a called strike 3. So back-to-back backwards Ks for Cameron Foster. 2 outs in the inning for Casey Martin.
Yeah, he fooled Radcliffe and he fooled Moore, both on pitches they were not expecting. He got Radcliffe on a breaking ball that he wasn't expecting, and he got Moore on a fastball, four-seam fastball that Robert Moore wasn't expecting. I think he was expecting something off speed, didn't get it.
First pitch to Martin is over for a strike. It's 0-1. Casey Martin plays third today, was inserted into the game after Kendall Simmons left what looked like to be an apparent injury last night. The next pitch is swung on, serve shallow center, falling fast in a wheel in front of De Los Santos. That's a base hit for Casey Martin. So it's runner on first, 2 outs for the top of the order, and Lee Sang.
Something I just think that Casey Martin needs to work on. I just think he needs to learn to take a little bit off his swing, become a better contact hitter. There's just too many strikeouts in there. He had a nice hit the other way at one point earlier in this series, just kind of lined it into right field where the second baseman would normally be playing if he were a left-handed hitter.
First pitch to Lee Sang is bounced. Nice job by Osborne to jump out and pounce on it in front of home plate, and it's 1-0 as Martin stayed put at first. Lee Sang 0 for 1 tonight. Did it one hard in the first, but hung up in the air down the left field line for McElwain in left. It's 1 ball, no strikes to Marcus Lee Sang. Here's the pitch. Martin takes off. Pitch up for a ball. Throw is low from Osborne, also to the left field side of the bag, so there will be no play. Martin has the base stolen. That's his 4th of the year, and it was also a ball, so it's 2-0.
A great jump by Casey Martin, and Marcus Lee Sang just did a little bit to help him out by starting and stopping the swing. I don't think he had any intentions of it, but it just gets enough in front of the catcher Osborne, who didn't get much on the throw at all.
2-0, here's the pitch. And that's down for a ball. 3 balls, no strikes to Marcus Lee Sang.
It's just a little bit of the things that you can do to help out a teammate. Again, Marcus Lee Sang as the left-hand hitter. By doing that, you're kind of blocking the vision of the catcher when you kind of start and stop your swing.
3-0. That's on the inside corner, 3-1. Lee Sang taken all the way. One game, bottom of the second. Reading 1 in the bottom of the first. Binghamton responded with 1 in top 2. Here's the 3-1, and that is at the knees for a strike. It's 3-2. A couple of good pitches by Foster. Count started 3-0, now it's full. 2 outs in the second. Casey Martin, who stole second base, will get his lead off that bag. 3-2. Lee Sang swings, dribbler towards the middle. Coming across the bag is a shortstop, Jackson. Makes the play, throws the first in time. And that ends the second. No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. We will head to the top of the third, all tied up at 1.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 75 years of senior living.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. Just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
In this top of the third inning, I want to just remind you that I'm Fightin Phil's broadcaster Jake Starr, for my Bob McCall, of course. But we want to thank our good friends at Pepsi for presenting the 2024 season in Baseball Town. Go Fightin Phil's and drink more Pepsi. Like that one?
I do, because you are the Pepsi man.
Omar De Los Santos leads off the top of the third inning. 9-1-2 due up against Colby Allard. First pitch home is swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Allard pretty much right on pace with where they want him. 37 pitches through 2+, so hope and expectation is this is probably his last frame. Next pitch is at the knees for a strike. It's 0-2. And the expectation is Efrain Contreras will pitch the bulk of the middle innings today. 0-2 is swung on and served in a shallow center. But a diving catch from Jose Rodriguez, one gone.
Oh my. Jose Rodriguez made a spectacular diving catch last night in foul territory. Obviously ranging far to his left to do that, and that's ranging as far to his right as humanly possible on what looked like a surefire line drive base hit up the middle, and Rodriguez speared it. Full extension dive and comes up with it. He has played so well at second base.
Awesome play by Rodriguez. Even Allard got his arms in the air in celebration. First pitch to Palmer is a strike. It's 0-1. So one out in this top of the third inning. That looked like a surefire base hit.
Yeah, I mentioned this last night. I mean, he was more of a shortstop than a second baseman when he was with the White Sox.
0-1 left to center. Lee Sang pretty much stays put. Makes the catch, 2 down.
Talk about having someone play perfectly. Marcus Lee Sang
because he's like, should I go back? No, I got to stay put.
He literally did not move. But to Rodriguez, he's played more second than he has short here. But in the time that we've seen him play short, he is way better as a second baseman. His instincts just seem to be so much more natural as a second baseman.
First pitch to Brennan McElwain, a curveball that must have missed up a little bit, and I guess that's where they're going to say it was, so it's 1-0. I think Al Pedrique really likes the Moore and occasionally Martin / Rodriguez middle infield combo. 1-0 is lifted in the air, shallow right center. Lee Sang in, so is De La Cruz. And De La Cruz, the right fielder, makes the catch. That retires his side in the third. No runs, no hits. Nobody left on base. We'll go to the home half of the third. Still tied at 1.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin Phils.
The Reading Fightin Phils are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay? The help is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide hurts and affects everyone, but help is here. We will work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-379-2007.
Bottom half of the third inning, brought to you by Swartz Culleton at PC. You can expect experienced and reliable attorneys who are committed to getting you justice after a serious personal injury. Call 1-800-JUSTICE. 1-1 ball game, bottom half of the third. I messed it up. I was trying to find a way to compensate, couldn't.
Sometimes it's just best to bite the bullet.
It's one of those days, Bob.
It's the end of a 6-game stand.
2, 3, 4 due up. And Jose Rodriguez leads off, as we said. 2-3-4 set up here against Cameron Foster. So Rodriguez will dig on in from the right side, and the first pitch is up for a ball. It's 1-0.
Looking to see the longest that Foster has gone because he's been both a reliever and a starter. He did go 6 innings in one game against Hartford.
Next pitch is strike. It's 1-1.
He did go 4 innings against the Fightin Phils in a home series at Binghamton on April the 20th.
1-1, and Rodriguez swings and pops it up foul out of play. It is 1-2. Rodriguez singled and scored back in the first. That was his first time up. Foster at 46 pitches. Here's the pitch. Swung on, line drive, left field, but McElwain had it played perfectly. Left fielder a couple of steps to his right, makes the catch. Out number 1 for Caleb Ricketts.
Even Rodriguez's outs are hard hit. He hit that one on a line, but held up right to McElwain. And so the most pitches that Foster has thrown in any one of his appearances was actually, he did get up into the mid-70s on a couple of his starts.
First pitch to Ricketts, the ball, it's 1-0. He takes it inside. So 1 ball, no strikes to Caleb Ricketts. The pitch is up for a ball. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Ricketts had an RBI double his last time up. 3 RBI across the last couple of games. 2-0 is up for a ball. It's 3-0. Foster in danger of losing Ricketts here. He has issued 1 walk today. That came back in the first to De La Cruz. 3-0 is at the letters for a called strike. It's 3-1.
I don't think Caleb Ricketts would agree with that.
Just up here we had it as a strike, but it was very much at the top of the zone. Swung on, lifted foul to the left side, and it's 3-2. So another count that starts 3-0, and Foster battles his way back to make it 3 balls and 2 strikes. Foster the righty, Ricketts the lefty. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lifted in the air, foul, off behind home plate. And we'll do it again at 3-2. Ricketts, who ranks the Phillies number 21 overall prospect. There was some recent shuffling in the Phillies prospect rankings as Ricketts drills one to right, starting back with right fielder Clifford, then comes in, makes the catch. 2 outs for Carson Taylor.
Designated hitter Carson Taylor.
Ryan Kirkering, who was the Phillies number 6 prospect, has graduated from prospect status. And also down in the Complex League, Sterling Caba has entered into the top 100 conversation.
Just 18 years of age.
Phillies 5th ranked prospect he is.
One of several shortstops in that top prospect list.
Pitch to Taylor, 0-1 for a strike. Miller and Caba amongst the top 100 prospects in MLB. Painter and Abel, and Justin Crawford. 0-1. Taylor takes for a ball. It's 1-1. Of course, Andrew Painter, the Phillies' number 1 overall prospect, out for pretty much the entirety of this year. Here's the 1-1 outside for a ball, 2-1. I guess that's when we didn't ask Dave Dombrowski yesterday if he had any updates on Andrew Painter.
I don't think there's any updates to be had at this point in time, other than where he might be in the rehab process. But he's not going to pitch.
Taylor swings and misses 2-2.
If he does,
maybe you get like a low A rehab start this year.
Maybe, and they're obviously not going to push it.
But I think the hope's got to be that he's on. I don't want to say opening day roster, but he's on the Phillies early next year.
Right. If he's pitching in April, that's a win, and he's still going to be 21.
2-2 is shot back foul. That's the thing people forget is he's still so young that you don't want him to miss a year, but if he does, timeline-wise, it's not the end of the world.
Regardless if he is back and pitching and healthy next year is priority number 1. And whatever level he's at, if he's here, if he's in AAA, if he's in the major leagues, which I would highly doubt on coming back, but wherever he is, he's still going to be advanced for his age of 21.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom 3. 1-1 game, the pitch. Swung on, lifted in the air, foul again.
But if he's not in Philadelphia, selfishly, I hope he's here.
Yeah. Lehigh Valley probably makes the most sense.
Right.
But, as you said, selfishly, would be nice if he's here.
Sure.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs again to Taylor as he continues to fight. And the pitch is down for a ball. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul straight back. Ah, dang it. Off the hands.
You're getting booed, Barker. You're getting booed.
Dang it. Off the hands. And that's ball 4.
You all right?
I'm good.
You finally got what you were looking for.
Oh, off the hands.
That's all right. We made a kid happy.
Oh, man. Here's De La Cruz. Carson Taylor walked. Ugh. Disappointed.
Maybe you should have got your hot dog net out.
So disappointed right now. Here's Carlos De La Cruz. Finger hurts a little bit.
Well, you know, it was
but I'm not going to complain because there's people that have been hit a lot worse.
That's true.
So kind of got hit in the stomach a little bit too.
You'll have a glove in a week from Tuesday.
Ground ball towards the middle, fielded by the second baseman Jordan, and he touches the bag. That retires the side. So Taylor walked, and De La Cruz grounds out for an assisted fielder's choice. That ends inning in the 3rd. No runs, no hits, no errors.
Yes, there was.
No errors. 1 left on base. We'll go to the 4th. It's a 1-1 ball game.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Pelleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Pelleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Pelleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin Phils.
Did you know that the blood that you donate at Miller Keystone Blood Center stays right here in your community? That's right, it goes to your area hospitals. So you might just be helping a family member, a friend, or a neighbor. Call Miller Keystone Blood Center, the only community blood center servicing your local hospitals. 1-800-BE-DONOR or go to giveapint.org. We're located at 1047 Old Burnville Road, just behind classic Harley-Davidson.
Top half of the 4th inning. New pitcher in for the Fightin Phils is Efrain Contreras. And Bob McCool will take over on the play-by-play momentarily. He had to take a quick time out, so he will be right back. And then, so while we wait for him, well, here comes Bob. In this top half of the 4th inning, Bob McCool has made his return. And hold on, I'll introduce you to Efrain Contreras and take over on the play-by-play.
As we expected, Colby Allard would take 3 innings and or 50 pitches, and he got to about, I think it was 46 pitches when they come out. Efrain Contreras will take over as we are in a 1-1 game here in the top half of the 4th inning, and Rowdy Jordan is the first one to face him. Jordan, who is a switch hitter, was batting right-handed against the left-handed pitching of Allard. Now will be batting from the left-hand side, facing the right-handed pitching of Efrain Contreras. First pitch by Contreras is inside for a ball. The second is low. It's 2-0. Contreras making his 7th appearance of the season. Of course, the first 6 were starts. 0-3 with a 14.0 earned run average. 2-0 pitch to Jordan is ripped, fouled on the first baseline and rattling around off the tarp. That certainly had a busy night last night as we were fighting through the raindrops for most of the game, and ultimately the game ended up being rain shortened, but still a victory victorious night for the Reading Fightin' Phils. They won it by a score of 12-6. 3-2 is the advantage for Binghamton with this game. 6. This one back through the middle, and it will find its way into center field. And Rowdy Jordan with a base hit to greet Contreras. So he is a leadoff base runner for the Ponies here in the 4th. And the third hit of the night for Binghamton will bring in Nolan McLean to the batter's box. McLean, if you haven't heard any of the series so far, is an interesting story, trying to be a two-way player in the New York Mets organization, both pitcher and hitter. He is playing in his 5th game in this series, 4 of them as a designated hitter as he is tonight. And he also started game 2 of this series back on Wednesday. Nolan McLean pitched 4 innings, gave up 7 hits and 3 runs. But trying to make it as both a pitcher and a hitter in professional baseball. First pitch he swings and fouls it away. The second pitch he swings and misses. McLean a strikeout victim his first time up. 6'2", he's 215 pounds. Native of North Carolina, played his college baseball at Oklahoma State. Speaking of two-way, tried to be a two-way athlete at Oklahoma State. Was also on the football team as a quarterback before giving up to focus solely on baseball. Swing and miss, and he is a strikeout victim again, and is one out here in the 4th.
Right fielder Ryan Clifford.
So Colby Allard goes 3 innings, gives up 2 hits, just 1 run, and it was the solo home run by Jeremiah Jackson. No walks and 2 strikeouts, so a decent outing for Colby Allard in his 2nd appearance in Reading. Ryan Clifford now bats with Jordan at first and 1 out. First pitch to the left-hand hitting Clifford is over for a called strike. Clifford grounded out to second base his first time up. Clifford has played both first base and the outfield in this series, playing in right field today. Contreras with his 0-1 pitch is a bit low. It's 1-1. Every Tuesday, all active military and veterans receive $3 off box seats thanks to the residents at Village Greens. And we salute our veterans on this Sunday of Memorial Day weekend. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch is outside to Clifford. It's 2-1. Of course, this stadium, FirstEnergy Stadium, was always Municipal Stadium. It is a tribute to our veterans. Statue outside. It pays homage to those who have served our country in the military, and we do the same over the course of this weekend, as we should. Clifford beats another one foul right past Mariano Duncan, the first base coach for the Rumble Ponies. Manager Reed Brignac is in the third base box. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Ryan Clifford. Clifford hitting at just 114 since his promotion from High A Brooklyn. And takes another one outside. It's 3-1. Rowdy Jordan, the runner at first. 1 out. Actually, it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to Clifford. Jordan takes off on the pitch, and Clifford with a late swing fouls it away. So Jordan will have to return to first. Jordan, as a base runner, he's got decent wheels, but he has not had a whole lot of success running the bases so far on the season. Rowdy Jordan has stolen 6 bases, but he's been thrown out 5 times, including in this series, as there's a pickoff attempt by Contreras and Jordan dives back in. So Contreras pitching from the stretch with his 3-2 pitch. Again, Jordan takes off, and again, Clifford fouls it at the plate. Contreras, 24 years of age, native of Mexico, signed by the San Diego Padres, an international free agent in 2017. Signed with the Philadelphia Phillies organization late in the spring. March 17th, he was signed by the Phillies as a minor league free agent. 3 balls and 2 strikes. He'll come again. Jordan again will take off. This one again is fouled back. as Clifford continues to foul off pitches and wear down Rowdy Jordan, who's getting his sprints in between first and second, as he's taken off on the last 3 pitches, all foul balls. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors for Binghamton. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors as well for the Fightins. Top half of the 4th inning. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Contreras loads and delivers. This one driven into center field. Marcus Lee Sang again hasn't played perfectly, and he'll make the catch for out number 2 here in the 4th. So after a battle with Ryan Clifford, Contreras is able to get it to fly out. Jordan was not taking off on that pitch. And now we'll bring up J.T. Schwartz. Schwartz also a strikeout victim against Allard his first time up. As Jake said, big night last night for J.T. Schwartz. He went 4 for 4, and he's 7 now for 12 in this series after striking out his first time up. And the first pitch to him here is over for a called strike. Schwartz, a Southern California native, played his college baseball for the UCLA Bruins and drafted by the Mets in 2021 in the 4th round. Played his season last year in Binghamton, but missed a significant amount of time, better part of 2 months on the disabled list. Total of 66 games. He did hit .302. And he's quickly behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. As Contreras hits on back-to-back pitches. Started and stopped, and they're going to say he went around. Yes, he did. J.T. Schwartz, a strikeout victim. And so Contreras ends up striking out the side after leadoff base hit for Jordan. So for Binghamton in the 4th, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. It remains 1-1.
Are you ready to embark on the adventure of retirement? Welcome to the Highlands at Wyomissing, where over 35 years of experience have perfected the art of senior living. Nestled on over 113 acres of serene landscape, our community offers a haven for active seniors seeking tranquility and excitement alike. Discover a lifestyle enriched with stunning amenities and engaging activities, all within the premier nonprofit life care community in Berks County. Bid farewell to home maintenance and embrace more quality time with loved ones as you enjoy a calendar brimming with thrilling events and trips. Experience the security, independence, and boundless opportunities that await you at the Highlands at Wyomissing. Call us today and unlock the possibilities of your retirement.
Visit the Brentwoods Industries Fightin' Phil's team store to stay repped all season long. Head to our store at FirstEnergy Stadium or online at artphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, jerseys, kids apparel, and much more. Looking for something new? Check out our brand new Pinstripe and Los Luchadores jerseys. Root for your Fightins in style and stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightin' team store or artphils.com/shop.
Bottom of the 4th inning. As we do so in this inning, we'll take a look around the Philadelphia Phillies organization thanks to EPAW Weather Consulting, your source for public and private forecasts in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, and Northern and Eastern Maryland. Bryce Ball will lead it off for the Fightin' Phils here in Reading with the Rumble Ponies and Hot Dogs, as they are on a Sunday afternoon, and a beautiful Sunday afternoon it is here in Baseball Town, tied at 1. Philadelphia Phillies unfortunately lost today in Colorado 5-2. Ranger Suarez suffers his first loss of the season, and the Phils lose the series 2 out of 3 to the Rockies. Philadelphia will head now to San Francisco to begin Memorial Day and a 3-game series on the West Coast. First pitch to Bryce Ball is a strike. Ball popped up in the infield his first time up. And this time he goes the other way and fouls it away over the third base grandstand. He's quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs at home tonight to take on Rochester. That's a 6:35 start. Pigs at 19-29 on the season. Pitch is way up high to Bryce Ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jersey Shore is at Aberdeen going for the split in their game today, which was a 2 o'clock start. And the Clearwater Threshers, who have the best record in the organization at 31-13 at St. Lucie today. As Bryce Ball takes another one, this time low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch from Santos, swing and a miss as ball chases one up high. And that'll be the third strikeout now for Cameron Foster. One out here in the fourth. We'll bring up Baron Radcliffe. Radcliffe, one of those strikeout victims, his first time up.
And obviously, Allard's day is done, but for the most part, both pitchers, Foster, Allard, even Contreras, have really settled in.
Radcliffe swings at the first pitch and fouls it away. There is some activity in the Binghamton bullpen. Jason Gieber is up and throwing. Again, Foster has both started and relieved over the course of this season. And he is at 70 pitches now. Off-speed pitch, and Radcliffe is way out in front of it. Barron ends up on one knee by the time it's over with. It's no balls and 2 strikes. And now Radcliffe will call time. Again with the off-speed pitch, and it's there for a called strike 3. And another strikeout for Foster, who's really racked them up all of a sudden in the last couple of innings.
Yeah, none through 1. Then had 2 in the second, none in the third, 2 again in the fourth, up to 4. And he's looked good. I mean, the off-speed has been really good. He's also done a really good job hitting spots with his fastball. So, that combination's been what's been helping Foster out.
I'll bring up Robert Moore, who was a strikeout victim his first time up, and he swings at the first pitch and fouls it away. Fouls it off the face mask of the catcher, Drake Osborne. Foster, 25 years of age. He's 6'5" and 230. Played his college baseball at McNeese State. Predominantly a starter last year in High A Brooklyn. As he misses inside, it's 1-1. But his numbers coming into today, he was strikeouts and walks were pretty much equal, but he has not done that today. Only 1 walk as Moore lifts this one into shallow center field. Nice job by the shortstop, Jeremiah Jackson, to wind her back and make the over-the-shoulder catch. And the Fightin' Phils go 1, 2, 3 in the fourth. 4 complete baseball town. It remains Binghamton 1, Reading 1.
It's time for tonight's vegetable race, sponsored by Gehringer Mechanical.
Every time you grab an ice-cold 20-ounce Pepsi, you'll find a Pepsi emoji on the side of the bottle. So while the Pepsi delivers this, the Pepsi emoji delivers this.
Ooh.
So go ahead, crack open a Pepsi, and tell the world how you feel and what you love with Pepsi emojis. Say it with Pepsi.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the Phillies. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 9 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Phillies.
We head to the fifth. Fightin' Phils would like to recognize Body Zone Sports and Wellness as the official workout facility of the Phillies. Efrain Contreras back to the mound for his second inning of work. In a 1-1 ball game, it'll be Jeremiah Jackson, the offensive production for the Rumble Ponies. So far in this one to lead off. Jackson with a opposite field home run off of Colby Allard in the second inning. His 6th home run of the season, his 2nd home run of the series. And he rips another one to left field. Radcliffe goes back, and he's done it again. Jeremiah Jackson with another home run. This one a bullet to left field and on to the deck. Binghamton on top, 2-1.
103 off the bat, 367 feet, was 84 right down the heart of the plate, and Jackson made him pay. It feels like this week Binghamton's just one guy a night that just goes off. Shorts 4 hits last night, Osborne 3 doubles a couple of nights ago. And so far today it's Jackson at 2 home runs. Wyatt Young's had a couple of good games too.
Jeremiah Jackson is now 3 for 18 in this series, and all 3 of them have been home runs. And that'll bring Drake Osborne to the plate. Osborne popped up his first time up to Casey Martin at third base. So 2-1 now, Binghamton back up on top. This will pop up in the infield, and the pitcher, nice job by Contreras to get off the mound and catch it before it hits the ground. Don't often have PO1 in the scorebook, but that's what happens in this one. 1 out here in the 5th.
So usually pitchers are advised to get out of the way on a pop fly, but that's one where really the only play is Contreras, and he pounced off the rubber and made it.
So bring up Omar De Los Santos, who was out on a tremendous diving catch by Jose Rodriguez, taking a base hit away from De Los Santos. De Los Santos getting his first at-bats at the AA level. Appeared in 2 games in this series after his call-up from Brooklyn, and both are as a pinch runner. First pitch to him was low and away for a ball. Back with a beautiful breaking ball that's there for a called strike. It's 1-1. Right back with another and the same result. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. De Los Santos, the 9-hole hitter, at the top of the order, Jalen Palmer, the on-deck circle. As Contreras goes back to that 3rd straight curveball, but that time he bounced it up there, and the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bills will head on the road for Tuesday. They will head to Hartford, Connecticut, take on the Yard Goats. Back here a week from Tuesday to take on Harrisburg. 2 balls and 2 strikes to De Los Santos. Swing and a miss, and another curveball by Contreras, and De Los Santos goes fishing for the 2nd out of the inning.
Yeah, it's going to be a very busy June and July here at America's Classic Ballpark. Got Harrisburg for a week, and then Portland the next week, then a week on the road. Then last week it's Bowie that comes to town. 3 days back at Somerset, then 3 days here against Somerset. A 6-game series against Akron, and then the All-Star break will be here before you know it.
First pitch to Jalen Palmer, the leadoff hitter, 0 for 2 so far in this ball game. Takes one up high for ball 1.
I promise you, lots of fireworks will be in there, both on the field and post-game, I'm sure.
1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Steady diet now from Contreras of curveballs after serving up that home run pitch to Jackson on a fastball. Now he throws the fastball, but he misses it low. It's 2-1.
Good thing I didn't drop that foul ball when Dombrowski was here yesterday. Then I would have really had no chance of making it.
By the way, that interview we had with Dave Dombrowski, the president, general manager of the Philadelphia Phillies organization, is available. You can see it online, whether it be on any of the social media platforms. Palmer started, tried to stop, but they say he goes around. Count is full. Is it 2-2 now? Whether it's on Facebook or on Twitter, among others, you can check out that interview we had with Dave Dombrowski. Answers some good questions. Very forthright with his answers. 2-2. Swing and miss. And another strikeout for Contreras, his 5th. But Binghamton takes the lead now in the ball game on the home run by Jackson for the Rumble Ponies in the 5th. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and none left. We had the bottom of the 5th. It's now Binghamton 2, Reading 1.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 75 years of senior living.
Watch me now.
Listen up, baseball fans. The Bally Live app is your home for everything MILB. Download the app today and watch every single MILB game absolutely free. Chat and interact with other fans. Play daily games and win prizes. Plus, you'll get access to the MILB Zone, where you can follow your favorite MILB players and teams all season long. So step up to the plate and download the Bally Live app today.
this fifth inning presented by Cornwall Manor, a unique and charming community nestled on 190-acre wooded campus with many walking trails, including the Lebanon County Rail Trail. University Gold Bulls call the bullpen. We'll bring in a new arm for the Rumble Ponies. Right-hander Jordan Gieber takes over.
Jordan Gieber, 24-year-old from Annapolis, Maryland, played his college ball at Virginia Tech. Third appearance in Double-A for him this year, 1-1, a 3.18 ERA, 5 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting 200 against him.
Casey Martin, and then the top of the order will be the first to face Gieber. And the first pitch to him, Martin started and stopped, but the appeal down to first base umpire Zidek says that he did indeed go around. And so it's no balls and 1 strike to Casey Martin, who singled his first time up. Martin's third hit of this series. Big swing, no contact on the second. And Casey Martin is quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Way up and high, spins him off the plate. Little chin music to Casey Martin. Casey going to take a little bit of a walk and call timeout as well. One up and in last night to Kendall Simmons. Simmons not in the lineup today, and it wasn't because of that, but instead it was a dive for a ground ball that ultimately put him out of the lineup as Martin fouls this one out of play. Martin playing at third as a result of the issue with Simmons. Kendall was hurt on the play, but stayed in, but then when the team came into the dugout, ultimately Casey Martin came in to take his place from that point forward in the game. 1-2 to Martin, swing and a miss. Strike 3 as Casey Martin is a strikeout victim.
Obviously, you hope for Simmons, it's just a couple of days of rest is really all he needs. Saw Rodriguez kind of miss a couple of games this week with some sort of a day-to-day injury and come back. Also, Foster, 4 innings, 3 hits and a run, 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. So both teams into the bullpen now. Of course, Reading really still relying on a starter at this point of the game.
Marcus Lee Sang is the hitter. Marcus 0 for 2 so far in this one as he takes the first one down and in for a ball. Be followed by Jose Rodriguez. Ripped into right center field. And off the base of the fence, Lee Sang will round first and head to second. He's going to get thrown out by a mile. Played off the fence nicely by Omar De Los Santos, and the strike into second base, and Lee Sang is gunned down. He thinks he somehow or another put a swim move on it to get around the tag, but he's going to lose that argument and head back to the dugout. It will go down as a single and then thrown out 8 to, I believe, 6. I believe it was Jackson who applied the tag.
There's no replay, so can't challenge it. And just Lee Sang hit it hard. I think the issue was hit it too hard. Came right off the wall. De Los Santos got right to it. It's his first outfield assist of the year, and 2 outs in the inning.
Jose Rodriguez bats. First pitch to him is a curveball from Gieber that's over for a called strike. Rodriguez with a single and a fly out to left in 2 plate appearances. Big swing from Rodriguez is a foul straight back, and he's quickly in a no balls and 2 strike hole. So the hit by Lee Sang, the 4th hit of the night for the Phils, but again, 2 on and nobody out, or excuse me, 2 out and nobody on right now. And a no balls and 2 strike count to Rodriguez. It's way up high, it's 1-2. Gieber began the season in Brooklyn, promoted to Binghamton at the end of April. 1-2. Rodriguez just reaches out, puts the bat on the ball and slaps it the other way. Stays alive at 1-2.
He kind of looked at his bat afterwards like, you weren't supposed to hit that ball. That wasn't supposed to happen.
So Gieber from the windup. Rolls it down on third base side, but foul. Gieber in Brooklyn, more starter than reliever. 4 games, he made 3 starts, was 1-0 with a 2.25 earned run average. Always unusual when you see a pitcher come in from the bullpen and working from the windup more than from the stretch. That kind of explains it because Gieber more a starter prior to this. 1 ball and 2 strikes, it remains to Rodriguez. And again, Rodriguez took a big step, but then keeps the bat back and takes it for a ball. It's 2-2. This one lined into center field, falling fast. De Los Santos will not get there. Another base hit for Jose Rodriguez, his second of the game.
Of course, if Lee Sang is in at second, probably scores there. But it's one of those things, it's really hard to fault Marcus, because that's one of those balls, you see it off the bat, you see where it's going to land, and you're like, okay, it's got to take a perfect hop and a perfect throw to beat you. So that's just one I think you just got to tip your cap to De Los Santos and just say, hey, nice play.
So that'll bring up Caleb Ricketts, who drove in the Fightin' Phil's run of the day with an RBI double in the first. It was after a Rodriguez single. Jose at first base right now with 2 outs. And a throw over gets away from the first baseman Schwartz. Going to roll all the way out of the bullpen. Rodriguez around second and headed to third. And finally Ryan Clifford, the right fielder, runs it down and gets it back in. Jose Rodriguez is 90 feet away from tying this game.
That just makes that throw-out kind of sting a little bit more, but like I said, look, this is a game of picking each other up. This is a team that is really good at that. Al Padrique has talked at length just about the mental fortitude and the mental toughness of this group. Well, here's an opportunity. You got a speedster on third, you got a hot bat at the plate, tie this game up.
Good lead for Rodriguez off of third just in case, and the pitch to Ricketts is up high. And Jose Rodriguez takes a page out of the Nick Castellanos leadoff of third base school. He just kind of tantalizes and taunts the pitcher, especially a right-handed pitcher who's looking at him.
And Palmer wants to move over a bit.
Pitch to Ricketts is over at the letters for a called strike. It's 1-1. But it's the right thing to do, because if you can get inside the pitcher's head, you never know when he might bounce one up there, and all of a sudden the ball game's tied. 1-1 to Ricketts. Lifted straight away right field. Back goes Clifford, back to the track, looks up and says goodbye! Caleb Ricketts clears the fence, and the Fightin' Phils are back up on top 3-2.
Man, a mile-high hit and just an absolute wall scraper. Clifford kept going back and just like you're just trying to will it out. If you're Caleb Ricketts, it goes 362. You need to go probably 361 and a half. Launch angle on that one, 41 degrees. 99 off the bat.
First home run at Double-A for Caleb Ricketts. His 9th and 10th RBI of the season, and the Phils are back up on top 3-2 as Carson Taylor settles in.
Well, I said tie it up. Take the lead works too.
Taylor takes the first pitch over for a called strike. Taylor 0 for 1 of the day, walked his last time up. That one's outside. It's 1-1. So Caleb Ricketts, who's hit line drive after line drive over the course of the last couple of weeks, and you knew that home run was coming sooner or later. It's unusual, ironic, I guess, more so that it comes on a towering home run as opposed to a line drive, as Taylor lifts one down the third base line and into the bullpen. No balls and 2 strikes now to Carson Taylor.
So Ricketts now this week is 7 for 16. 3 runs scored, 2 doubles, a home run, and 7 RBI.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the equally hot Carson Taylor. And nice backhanded stop by the first baseman, J.T. Schwartz. He needs Gieber's help to cover, and he gets there for the 3rd and final out of the inning. But damage done by the Fightin' Phils. 2 runs. They do it on 2 hits. There was 1 error and none left. After 5, the Fightin's back up on top, 3-2.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 75 years of senior living.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners.
Special thanks to Chick-fil-A, Giovanna's Pizzeria, Railroad House, Why a Missing Restaurant and Bakery, Jersey Mike's Subs, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Bakery, Subway, and Clean Eats for making sure the Fightin' Phil's front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners. Don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
We head to the top of the sixth, established in 1928. The Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania, located conveniently between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown and Sinking Spring. The Manor Golf Club offers a true test of golf on a traditional championship-style golf course where shot making takes precedence over length. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more information. Fightin' Phil's back on top 3-2 alongside Jake Starr. My name is Bob McCool. We work our way to the top of the sixth for Binghamton. It'll be Brandon McElwain, Rowdy Jordan, and Nolan McLean facing Efrain Contreras, now in his third inning of work. And the first pitch to McElwain is over for a called strike.
This is such a big spot for Contreras in this ball game because you give up that second run on the top of the fifth, your offense comes back and gets you two. If you can post a zero here and have a shutdown inning, that just does miles for confidence-wise.
And McElwain tries to check and will appeal and say he went around, which he did. So Contreras quickly gets ahead of Brandon McElwain. No balls and 2 strikes. McElwain 1 for 2 on the night, facing Contreras for the first time. And a swing and a miss. And Contreras gets another strikeout, his 6th strikeout already.
Already had this new season high. It was previously 4 strikeouts for Efrain Contreras. So really outside of that solo home run, and like we always say, and I know I sound like a broken record when I say it, Bob, but the best mistake you can make as a pitcher is a solo home run.
Brings up Rowdy Jordan is 1 for 2. Jordan was the first one to face Contreras. So he's retired 7 batters. He struck out 6 of them. The one who, other than Jackson, who had the home run, obviously, the only other out recorded was that little flared pop-up that Contreras caught running in from the mound. This one lifted straight up in the air, shallow right field. De La Cruz, Lee Sang. Lee Sang will take charge and make the catch. The center fielder grabs it for out number 2.
Yeah, really, it was that leadoff single to Jordan, and since then he's retired 8 of 9 hitters,
right.
And the only really mistake, like we said, is that home run.
And so I'll bring up Nolan McLean, who struck out both at bats so far, once against Colby Allard and once against Efrain Contreras, with 2 outs now here in the 6th inning. That's a bit low for a ball.
Contreras at 37 pitches, so
yeah, I was just going to say,
you can let him ride.
Right.
And you got to think too, McCullum, McKay, and Garnett are all available today too.
1 ball, no strikes to McLean, and that just misses again. It's 2-0.
And Contreras pitching on quote-unquote normal rest, but I got to think maybe 75 is probably the number. 70, 75 is the number they have in mind for him.
McLean fists one foul towards Reed Brignac. The former shortstop makes the play on it. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see because you figure you do have an off day tomorrow, obviously. So it may be a situation where they may want to get some guys some work. And maybe if they can get them through 6, they may want to have somebody go 7, 8, and 9 just to get them work. As it's bounce it up there. It's be a good problem for the Fightin' Phil's coaching staff to concern themselves with if we get to that point. But we've got 2 outs already here in the 6th. 3 balls and 1 strike. The count now to Nolan McLean. Contreras pitching from the windup. And the 3-1 pitch. Lifted high and deep into left field. Radcliffe goes back. The ballpark will hold it. In front of the warning track, Byron Radcliffe makes the catch for the 3rd and final out. So 1, 2, 3 go the Rumble Ponies, and Contreras does indeed get the shutdown inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th when we come back to FirstEnergy Stadium. 3-2, Fightin's on top.
When you drive a vehicle so reliable it's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty, you stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see what you're capable of in a vehicle that inspires confidence around every corner. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available. Warranties include 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain and 5-year 60,000-mile basic. Warranties are limited. See retailer for details.
Briganti Wines offers a great selection of wines in New Jersey and eastern Pennsylvania. Headquartered in South Jersey and sourced from Italy's Abruzzo region, Briganti Wines is ran by former Fightin Phil's great and big leaguer Mike Costanzo. They are committed to quality, authenticity, and sustainability, attracting a loyal following of customers. Get Briganti Wines at select local Acme stores. Visit brigantiwines.com to learn more.
As we head to the bottom half of the sixth inning, we'll look at this week in baseball town history. Presented by our friends at Savage Auto Group. Visit Tip Profit and all the good folks at Savage 61 for all your automotive needs. May 26, 2010, here in baseball town, Matt Rizzotti, 3-run home run with one out in the bottom of the ninth gives the Phils a 5-3 win over Portland. Rizzotti finishes the night 3 for 5 with a pair of homers and a double while knocking in all 5 Reading runs. So the Fightin Phils with a walk-off win that date 14 years ago here in baseball town. They lead it 3-2 as Carlos De La Cruz will lead it off for Reading here in the bottom of the sixth, facing Jordan Gieber in his second inning of work. Ready on righty matchup, and De La Cruz swings and drives one deep to left field, but hooking foul. Crushed by De La Cruz, but hooked it foul. Over the deck.
396 feet, 106 off the bat. Straighten out a little bit, just a little bit, and then it's
0-1 pitch. Bit low for a ball, it's 1-1.
I always wonder as a pitcher kind of what that does to your psyche. Do you try to change your approach a little bit?
1-1 strike to De La Cruz. Big swing, no contact on the high fastball. It's got to make you think if you're a pitcher. I mean, you got to think one of two ways. The right way to think about it is, okay, it's strike one. The bad way to think about it is, I don't want to throw that pitch again.
Exactly.
1-2 strikes now to De La Cruz. Lifted on the right side, J.T. Schwartz, the first baseman, will drift into foul territory and make the catch for out number 1 here in the sixth. I bring up Bryce Ball, who's 0 for 2. Ball popped up in the infield and struck out in 2 plate appearances. Facing Gieber for the first time. Gieber came on to take over in the 5th. First pitch to Bryce Ball, outside for a ball. Ball 4 for 11 in the series with the 2 home runs. Jake said back-to-back nights for Bryce Ball. The home run category, his first 2 of the season. 1-0 pitch to him. He's there for a called strike 1. This one lifted down the third baseline. Going to be a long run for somebody if it stays fair, but it just lands foul. And fortunate for the Rumble Ponies, Brandon McElwain could not get there, nor could Jeremiah Jackson, the shortstop. Or actually, that was Jalen Palmer, the third baseman, who ran a long way to try to get that, but it falls in foul territory. 1-2 strikes now as Ball will have to make his way back to home plate. Another spectacular crowd on hand this afternoon here at FirstEnergy Stadium. It's been a great weekend for attendance. 1-2, and just low for a ball. It's 2-2. Had 7,700 on Friday night, 8,400 last night. 2 strikes to Bryce Ball. That's misses ball 3. Have to be 5,000 plus, I would think, today.
Really nice crowd and a beautiful day. Pools pretty much full. Deck mostly full. Both main grandstands probably like 80% full, and general admission probably about the same. I'd probably say close to 6 is my guess.
2 strikes now to Bryce Ball with 1 out here in the 6th inning. Fight Phil's lead at 3-2. Ball misses it, it takes one outside, and Bryce Ball works himself a walk. First walk surrendered by Gieber with 1 out here in the 6th.
Also to add, it's not the only baseball played here this upcoming week at America's Classic Ballpark. The District D3, PIAA, 5A, and 6A championship games are on Tuesday night.
Right, and a local team, Governor Mifflin, will be playing in that 5A championship game. That's going to be the second game of the doubleheader. Mifflin will play Mechanicsburg on Tuesday night in the 5A championship.
Ephrata and Hempfield get things going at 4:30 in the 6A final.
Baron Radcliffe now bats for the Phils. First pitch to him is inside for a ball. Second pitch is a swing and a miss. Radcliffe has struck out in both plate appearances so far. Baron with his third home run of the season last night. As Bryce Ball takes a short lead off of first. 1-1 pitch bounces up there. Good block by Osborne. No chance for Ball to move up. It's 2-1.
If you're looking to come out, tickets that are available. Link is on our Twitter and Facebook pages. Put a post out earlier this afternoon. Weather looks good too for Tuesday night also. So it should be a great night here at the ballpark for a couple of championship games.
Pitch to Radcliffe. Slow roller right side. Rowdy Jordan will go to second and get the lead runner. That's all they'll get. As Ball is forced at second, Radcliffe is safe at first now with 2 outs.
I don't know if you noticed this too. It looked like Ball kind of slowed up. I think he was trying to, block the vision a little bit of Jordan as the ball was coming that way. Not the worst decision in the world. If you're going to be out, might as well try and do something to slow up the play. Maybe Jordan charged a little bit if Ball just runs right through it, and there's a chance to double off Radcliffe. So, does something at least.
So I'll bring up Robert Moore now with 2 outs. Moore 0 for 2 on the game. And the first pitch to him is there for a called strike 1. Moore struck out in the second, popped up in the infield in the fourth. Now 3 for 12 in this series. Batting in the 8th spot tonight. Geber comes with his 0-1 pitch. Fouled straight back. No balls and 2 strikes now to Robert Moore. Phils with a solo home run a solo run in the first. And then a 2-run home run by Caleb Ricketts, who's driven all 3 runs for the Phils today. An RBI double in the first and a 2-run home run in the fifth. 3-2 Fightin's on top. Runner at first at Baron Radcliffe. No balls and 2 strikes to the hitter, Robert Moore. Lined into right field. Clifford will get there and squeeze it for the third and final out. As for the Fightins in the 6th, no runs, no hits. There were no errors and 1 left. 6 complete in baseball town. Fightins 3, Ponies 2.
Fans, nothing beats a great day at Golden Oaks Golf Club. Located just minutes from Reading, Golden Oaks is a beautiful, award-winning golf course open to the public with perfect greens, lush fairways, and a course playing for 5 sets of tees. Bogey's Pub is open to the public with the area's best full-course menu, featuring indoor and outdoor seating and TVs to watch your favorite sports teams. Let the Golden Oaks Golf Club team cater to your need. Lunch, dinner, golf outings, parties, company events, and fundraisers. Visit our website at GoldenOaksGolfClub.com and follow Golden Oaks Golf Club and Bogey's Pub on Facebook. Golden Oaks Golf Club, where great memories are made.
The Fightin' Phils thank White Star Travel and Tours for presenting the 2024 Fightin' Phils Fan Road Trip. This year's trip runs from July 26th to 29th and features stops to see the Fightin' Phils in New Hampshire, along with the chance to meet a player and coach. The trip also heads to the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, a Red Sox-Yankees game at Fenway Park, and finally Citizens Bank Park to see the Phillies take on the New York Yankees.
Phils are excited to bring you our Phils baseball live to come to your own home. Join us on the Fightin' Phils Radio Network on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, or ourphils.com/radio. Alongside Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. Binghamton Rumble Ponies to the plate here at the top of the 7th. And Efrain Contreras is back out there for Reading here in the 7th inning. It is 4th inning of work in relief of Colby Allard, who went the first 3 for Reading. Ryan Clifford will be the first one to face Contreras here in the 7th. He'll be followed by J.T. Schwartz and then Jeremiah Jackson. Jackson, the damage maker so far in this one for the Rumble Ponies with a couple of home runs. First pitch to Clifford bounces up there. Contreras kind of landed awkwardly on his release spot at the mound. It's 1 ball and no strikes to Ryan Clifford. Clifford 0 for 2 so far on the night. 1-0 pitch to him. It's a breaking ball that's inside, and it's 2-0. Clifford acquired by the Mets last year in exchange for Justin Verlander, along with outfielder Drew Gilbert. And that pitch to him is over for a called strike. Clifford just 20 years of age. And Gilbert and Clifford obviously considered some of the top prospects in the Mets organization. Otherwise, you don't give up somebody like Justin Verlander for players you don't think are prospects for you. As Clifford swings through another one, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. But again, just 20 years of age. And playing here in Binghamton. Was playing in just his 11th game since his promotion from Brooklyn as he rips this one, but way foul, headed towards Center Avenue. He crushed it foul. And the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes to Clifford. Beats another one foul. Mariano Duncan coaches at first, Reed Brignac at third. You got 2/3 of a former Philadelphia Phillies infield with Duncan a second baseman. Brignac played short. And of course, Brock Stassi, the Fightin' Phil's pitching coach, played first for the Philadelphia Phillies. And there's a pitch over the inside corner for a called strike 3, and another strikeout for Efrain Contreras, who's pitched exceptionally well today. His 7th strikeout. And 1 out here in the 7th for JT Schwartz. Schwartz been a strikeout victim both at bats today. So how about the ebb and flow of baseball? JT Schwartz 4 for 4 last night. Right now he's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. First pitch to him. Just misses. It's 1-0. Contreras right back with the 1-0 pitch. It misses again. It's 2-0. Missing just a bit low on both pitches. Schwartz, a left-handed hitter. Takes another one out. This one low and away. It's 3-0. Contreras has not walked the batter so far. Giving up, surrendered just 2 base runners, a single by Rowdy Jordan and the home run to the on-deck hitter, Jeremiah Jackson. He's behind JT Schwartz now 3-0. And misses again, ball 4. So Schwartz a 1-out base runner. Fightin' Phil's bullpen is still quiet. Tyler McKay, Tommy McCullum both up. McKay was doing a little bit of jogging as the 7th inning began. So here comes the damage maker again for the Rumble Ponies, Jeremiah Jackson, this time with a runner on first base and 1 out. And that's going to induce Phil Condary, the pitching coach, to come out and talk to Contreras. Again, Jackson 2 for 2 with 2 solo home runs, 1 to right and 1 to left. His 6th and 7th home run of the season. And again, he has 3 hits in this series, and they've all been home runs. They've all been solo home runs for that matter as well. Short visit to the mound. Talking to Efrain Contreras with a runner at first base and 1 out. Top half of the 7th inning, 3-2 Fightin' Phil's on top. And with that, Tyler McKay begins to throw. So it may have been nothing more than that, just an opportunity to get McKay up and loosening just in case Contreras runs into more trouble here in the 7th. Pitch coming to Jackson. Big swing, no contact. Jackson, 24 years of age, drafted by the Los Angeles Angels in the 2nd round, 2018. Mets traded for him last August. The trade for Dominic Leone. Big swing again, no contact for Jackson, and Contreras quickly gets ahead of him. No balls and 2 strikes. playing in the Angels organization last year before the trade, playing at AA Rocket City. Jeremiah Jackson at .248 with 15 home runs, and then played for Binghamton after the trade, 37 more games with the Ponies, and hit 7 more home runs for Binghamton. So the power is there. No balls and 2 strikes to him. And this is in the dirt, good block by Ricketts. Keeps J.T. Schwartz at first base. So Jackson in for 2 different teams in AA last year. In the Angels and then the Mets organization, hit a combined 22 home runs. It's a pretty slick fielding shortstop as well. 1 ball and 2 strikes to him. Schwartz takes off, pitch is there, and it's thrown down by Ricketts is not in time. Jose Rodriguez tried for the sweep tag. The throw by Ricketts was on the shortstop side of the bag, and J.T. Schwartz will move up on the stolen base.
It's first stolen base against Ricketts tonight. Threw out 3 a couple of nights ago, which was a career high. I think if that throw's on the second base side of the bag, probably a better chance that, have a chance to get him out there.
5th stolen base of the season for J.T. Schwartz. Tying run now in scoring position. The pitch to Jackson was a ball. 1-2 now to Jeremiah Jackson. Jarris comes home. Swing and miss, strike 3. Second strikeout in the inning, 8th of the afternoon for Efrain Contreras.
I think what's really stood out about him today is the strikeouts. I think that's 7 for him today. That's a season high. And the walks is just 1. Entered today with 15 walks, 12 strikeouts. Now he's up to 19 strikeouts, I believe, and 16 walks. So totally has done a nice job flipping that whole script.
So that will bring up Drake Osborne. Osborne 0 for 2 with a couple infield pop-ups so far. First pitch to him is low for a ball. And with the exception of the 4-pitch walk to J.T. Schwartz, Contreras has been pretty much on point with his control.
Tyler McKay is up and throwing, so you got to think it's probably it for Contreras. Says he gets out of this in the low 60s. I think you're happy at that point, and then you kind of roll him over in 5 more days next week at Hartford and give McKay the 8th, and maybe Garnett gets the 9th or McCullum. We'll have to see.
1-0 now to Osborne. Popped up again in the infield, but this one is going to drift foul and out of play. End up behind the third base dugout. It's 1-1 to Drake Osborne. Osborne hasn't played much in this series. This is his 3rd game playing, but he's done a lot of damage. He's got 5 hits in the series, 3 of them doubles and 4 RBIs. Backup catcher behind Kevin Parada, who's a top prospect in the Mets organization. He's obviously going to get the vast majority of starts. 1 ball and 1 strike to Osborne. This one's in the dirt. Another good block by Ricketts. It's 2-1.
We talked about this briefly at the top of the broadcast, but it's a very getaway day looking lineup for Binghamton skipper Reed Brignac. A lot of his usual regulars on the bench today.
2 balls and 1 strike now to Drake Osborne. And he'll check his swing here. They'll appeal and say, no, he did not go around, so it's 3-1 to Osborne.
Yeah, I mean, there are 4 available bench bats. Wyatt Young is pretty much an everyday player. So is Matt Rudick. So is Kevin Parada. So is Alex Ramirez.
Right. And all have done their fair share of damage in this series, and all having a day off to this point. 3-1 now to Osborne. Top half of the 7th. Swing and a foul tip. Count now full. J.T. Schwartz, the runner at second base. He walked, stole second, 2 down in the inning. Contreras looking for 1 more to get out and probably end his afternoon. Three-two pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. An excellent outing by Efrain Contreras comes to what we assume to be an end here in the 7th for Binghamton. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning stretch time in Baseball Town. It remains 3-2, Reading on top.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz-Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Welcome to Aspire Memory Support at the Highlands of Wyomissing, where every day is filled with purpose and connection. Our innovative approach, featuring the Hearthstone Institute's renowned I'm Still Here program, ensures that every resident living with Alzheimer's or dementia experiences a life worth living. With evidence-based techniques and personalized care, we focus on meaningful engagement to reduce common symptoms like agitation and anxiety. Join us in celebrating the person behind the memory loss with activities tailored to their unique interests and abilities. Discover the difference with Aspire Memory Support at the Highlands at Wyomissing. Call us today and embrace a renewed sense of purpose for your loved one.
Bottom half of the 7th inning brought to you by Swartz-Culleton PC. Have you or a loved one been injured? Get justice. Call Swartz-Culleton today at 1-800-JUSTICE. Jake Starr could be making that phone call to Swartz-Culleton PC because he got injured in today's game.
Well, let's not call it an injury, Bob. I don't want to. Let's not be dramatic here.
Well, your pride was certainly injured.
Well, that's for sure. Let's do some practice. Let's I'm gonna tell Al Patrique, put the pitching machine in
That's
the plate.
That's a great idea.
I'm gonna stand here like this, barehanded.
No, he's fungo
He's
kid.
gonna hit not a pitcher. He's gonna hit a fungo and
Yes.
over the net. Right
Absolutely.
here, and we're going to continue to practice it until we get it down.
Al Padrique could hit you fungo after fungo into the booth, I guarantee you. Casey Martin leads off for the Phils here in the bottom of the 7th inning and swings and foul tip. The first pitch from Jordan Gieber.
I'd love to ask Al if he's ever broken a fungo before. Like, do you think anyone's ever broken a fungo while swinging it? Seems rather difficult.
No balls and a strike to Martin. Swing and a miss. Casey Martin behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Martin 1 for 2 on the day. Single and a strikeout in his first 2 appearances. In case you're missed it and wondering what we're talking about, there was a foul ball back in our booth for the first time in a season and a third now, or a quarter, wherever we're at, and didn't work out so well for my broadcast partner. Here's a slow roller to short. Jackson up with it and beats Casey Martin to the bag for out number 1 here in the 7th.
You didn't have to remind people.
Well, I didn't want to make sure they knew what we were talking about in case they tuned in late. That'll flip the lineup around to Marcus Lee Sang. Lee Sang with a hit on the day, but he wasn't a base runner as he was gunned down trying to turn that single into a double. On a good play by Omar De Los Santos in center field. So Marcus Lee Sang officially 1 for 3 on the day, and he takes the first pitch from Gieber up and away for a ball. Lee Sang to be followed by Jose Rodriguez here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. First, this pitch fouled straight back. It's 1-1.
Everything's straight back now. I'm like,
Getting a little jumpy. I saw you jump.
Like a cat.
Flinched.
Cat-like reflexes.
Lee Sang lifts this one into left field. Brandon McElwain is there. He'll make the catch for out number 2. And I'll bring out Jose Rodriguez. Rodriguez on base twice today, and he scored 2 of the Fightin' Phils' 3 runs. On base ahead of the Caleb Ricketts RBI double, and on base ahead of the 2-run home run for Ricketts. 3-2 Fightin' Phils on top. So Rodriguez 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Batting average well below 200 not that long ago, and now as he stands in at 2 for 3 at 264. First pitch to him is over for a called strike. The second he started and stopped. It'll be an appeal that they say he did not go around. It's 1-1. This one fouled straight back. So Rodriguez now with 7 hits in this series. He's 7 for 11 in this series. He missed 3 games. Had 2 hits in the series opener. Had 3 hits last night. And 2 hits so far today. 1 ball and 2 strikes to him right now. As Gieber winds and delivers. Line into center field. It's going to be another base hit. De Los Santos over to cut it off. Rodriguez thinking 2, and he's going to get there as De Los Santos has some trouble with it, and Rodriguez is safe at second with another hit.
Man, Jose Rodriguez is just on one right now. 345 in May after 176 April. The thing that's really stood out about him, I meant to say this a couple of moments ago, was he's not striking out. In May, he has 5 strikeouts in now 66 plate appearances.
And what he's doing and what is going to make Al Padrique and Brock Stassi and the coaching staff happy is he's hitting line drives. He's not trying to hit 400-foot home runs all the time. He does it for the first swing.
He's one swing.
Yep, and then he line drives. He's hitting line drives. He's spraying the ball around as Caleb Ricketts comes to the plate. Ricketts, the run producer today, takes one outside for a ball. Double and a home run so far for Caleb Ricketts. 2 for 3 on the day, 2 extra base hits, and 3 RBIs. Rodriguez in scoring position with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Ricketts takes another one up high. It's 2-0. There is a base open with Ricketts having already driven in 3 runs. However, the guy in the on-deck circle has driven in as many as anyone, Carson Taylor. 2 balls and no strikes to Caleb Ricketts. It's up high again. It's 3-0. Should he give Ricketts a swing here at 3 balls and no strikes?
My thing is it's a 1-run game, so I think you might want to be a little selective here. Daniel Juarez up and throwing in the Binghamton bullpen. Just got up.
Keeper's pitch. Taking all the way. Ricketts does take it for a called strike. It's 3 balls and 1 strike.
Even if he had the green light, it's a strike, but it's outside. And Ricketts, who likes to kind of take things towards the right center gap, probably not the kind of pitch that he would want to drive.
So now it's 3 balls and a strike. Fouls that one straight back. It's 3-2. Yeah, Tyler McKay loosening up in the bullpen. He no doubt has the 8th. Eber takes a look back to Rodriguez at second. A long look at that. And misses low ball 4. So Ricketts on base for the 3rd time.
Second walk for Jordan Geber. Like we said, Juarez just got loose. So it's probably, if this inning continues, maybe before they get the Bryce ball.
A little stall tactic coming here.
Or it could be the last batter, really. Here's A.J. Sager to probably buy about a minute here and maybe 4 or 5 warm-up tosses. Well, Taylor, quiet night for his standards, did walk once. And entering today, he's had himself one heck of a week. Last 4 games, Carson Taylor is slashing .500, a 1.279 OPS, had 3 runs scored, double homer, 3 RBIs. Before that was a 1 for 15 spell. And the thing with Taylor, we've already learned, is anytime he gets cold, it's a blip. It's like like in April when you get like 140 degree day, then you have a string of like 65, 70 degree days. That's been Carson Taylor. When he's cold, you know it's not going to last long. When he heats up, he does it quite well.
So he will bat now with 2 on and 2 out here in the 7th in a 1-run ball game. Visit from A.J. Sager, the pitching coach, is over. And Jordan Geber will go to work on Taylor. Ready on lefty matchup. Pitch is way up high, ball 1.
Taylor, 2nd in the Eastern League in average, 2nd in RBI, 4th in on-base percentage, 4th in slugging percentage, 4th in OPS.
1-0 pitch. Ripped right at the first baseman, J.T. Schwartz, who spears it for out number 3. Taylor hit it on a rocket, but at the first baseman, Schwartz, and that will end the 7th inning for the Fightin' Phils. 4 Reading in the 7th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. 7 complete. It remains Reading 3, Binghamton 2.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Spanish and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. The Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays are presented by Catay Law Offices, Suburban Brewing Company, Carl's Cards and Collectibles, Humane Pennsylvania, Star City Boxing, and the American Diner. Fiesta Friday features special Los Luchadores Day Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL, online at ourphils.com, or at the Customers Bank ticket office.
We head to the top half of the 8th inning. Alberta University Gold Wolves call. The bullpen has been made. It'll be Tyler McKay to take over the mound and Jake Starr to take over on the play-by-play.
Thank you very much, Bob. Tyler McKay in. It's his 6th appearance back with Reading this season. Overall, he's 1-1 with 1 save in as many opportunities. He has not allowed an earned run, 5 innings, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk. He has not pitched since Tuesday. Took the loss, gave up 1 run in the 9th inning. It was an unearned run. Did walk 1 though, so kind of got some traffic on the bases. So there's a pinch hitter, I believe, to lead off the inning for Binghamton.
Like Matt Rudick.
Matt Rudick is the pinch hitter, and it's in there for a strike to Rudick, and it is 0-1. So Matt Rudick, the lefty, digs in. And pitch to him is swung on, and that is just foul to the right of the right field line.
Well, we mentioned earlier that Reed Brignac has some sticks on his bench available because they had given 4 of his predominant starters and 4 of his really solid hitters a day off today on this getaway day, but Rudick is one of them. And he is a table setter normally. He is a leadoff hitter most nights he plays.
Next pitch is, swing foul, and it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes.
So how about the line for Efrain Contreras? 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, gave up just the 1 run, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts. He can win it, he cannot lose it.
Easily the best outing for him this season. Here's the pitch, and that's upstairs for a ball. It's 1-2. So as we said, Matt Rudick is the pinch hitter for Omar De Los Santos, who was 0 for 2 in this ball game. So we'll see if Rudick just goes straight switch into center field. Here's the 1-2. That's another check swing foul over the head of Palmer in the on-deck circle. Fortunately misses him, and it's 1-2.
It went over his head because he ducked. That was chest high at Jalen Palmer. And right now, I think he's going to reposition himself in the on-deck circle a little bit.
I wonder if when they designed on-deck circles, they scientifically studied what spot is least likely to get a foul ball shot that way. 1-2. Inside the Rudick, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, I just heard this discussed the other night on the Phillies television broadcast, and I didn't know this before, but Tom McCarthy was talking about this, that the on-deck circle is supposed to be in line with the base paths, which it is, and I never noticed that before.
2-2 is inside for a ball of 3-2, because if you look where Palmer's standing, and you draw an imaginary line from there to when the first baseline starts, it's in line.
And it happened because Johan Rojas had cheated so far behind that the opposing team was complaining about how far away from the on-deck circle he was.
3-2, swung on, in on the hands, fouled back. Do you remember Adrian Beltre many, many years ago? The ump said you have to go back to the on-deck circle,
and
so he took the on-deck circle to him. He
picked up the circle and moved it.
And of course got ejected from the game, probably deservedly so.
Right.
I wonder if 120 was umping that game. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Rudick in the top of the 8th. First batter for McKay. The pitch. Swung on, line drive, right center field. It is falling for a base hit. It'll roll up the alley towards the wall. Lee Sang plays it well. Rudick gets the second. That's where he'll stop. And it's a leadoff double for Matt Rudick. And that'll put a man on second for Jalen Palmer.
Well, this is an opportunity for a bounce-back performance for Tyler McKay, who ended up taking the loss for the Phils in Tuesday's series opener, as he struggled to get through the 9th inning and gave up what turned out to be the go-ahead run, and the Phils could not match it in a 6-5 loss.
10th double of the season for Rudick. Gets his lead. First pitch to Palmer, swung on and fouled back. It's 0-1. It was a 8-pitch at-bat to Rudick. Started 0-2, fouled a couple, took 3 balls, then on a 3-2 pitch, drove one to right center field. 0-1 in there for a strike. Now it's 0-2. Just predicting the future a little bit.
Just a prognosticator.
Palmer's 0 for 3 today. Pair of strikeouts sandwiched around a fly ball to center. Tyler McKay, a lanky righty, 6 foot 180. Stands tall and set at the belt. 0-2. Swing, and they're going to say he went, and a miss. Strike 3, out 1. First strikeout for Tyler McKay. It's the 12th strikeout for Fightin' Phil's pitching tonight. And here comes Brandon McElwain.
Palmer didn't think he went around, but the home plate umpire, Jared Durison, pumped the fist. There was no question about the fact that he went around.
He pumped it pretty quickly for his standards.
That's exactly true. There's no need to appeal. Jared Durison said, I don't care if you think you did or not, you did.
McElwain watches the first go by for a strike. It's 0-1. McElwain's 1 for 3 today. Single, a fly out, and a strikeout. That came last in the 6th against Efrain Contreras, who, as Bob talked about, was excellent this afternoon. 0-1 is low and away for a ball and a strike. Like we said, it's not quote-unquote the A lineup for Binghamton today, but it's still a group of guys, and they're at the part of the order where they can still do some damage. And they have guys on the bench like Matt Rudick who pinch hit, who can do damage. 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. McElwain pulled the shoulder out on a sinker at 90 from McKay.
There's a couple of veteran hitters, too, and McElwain and the guy in the on-deck circle, Rowdy Jordan, guys who have been and are here with Binghamton for a second straight year. So they're more veteran hitters.
And it's a double-edged sword that I'll elaborate on after this pitch about repeating a level and kind of what that can mean. 1 ball, 2 strikes, our count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 gone in the inning, back-to-back strikeouts from McKay. Here's Rowdy Jordan. You come back, the game slows down, you're confident. But if you're someone, like an Ethan Wilson or Carlos De La Cruz who did, a full season in AA, now you're back, the other side of that coin is teams do have more of a book on you.
Correct.
Than maybe they had when you were coming up from a lower level.
I know that's what Al Padrique thinks is a piece of the puzzle for both De La Cruz and Wilson.
First pitch, swung on and crushed, but it's foul down the right field line, and it's 0-1.
By the way, they strike out to McElwain. A beautiful changeup from McKay had McElwain way out in front of it, so he's gotten a couple of strikeouts with that changeup.
Juarez continues to throw, so Hull will likely get the bottom of the 8th. No balls, 1 strike, 2 Rowdy Jordan the pitch. Outside, 1-1. Tyler McKay began the year with Lehigh Valley, appeared in 12 games, sent back to Reading prior to his debut here on May the 9th. Has a win, a loss, and a save, and a couple of no decisions. 1-1, right down the chute for a strike. It's 1-2. Another changeup, and Tyler McKay is a strike away from getting out of this inning. He allowed the leadoff double to Rudick. He struck out the next 2 he faced. Now he's looking to strand Rudick. McKay set at the belt, the pitch. Swung on and just shot foul down on the left side. It stays 1-2.
And this is where Rowdy Jordan can frustrate you as a pitcher because he's really good at what he just did, and that's protecting the plate with 2 strikes and fouling off pitches and seeing a variety of your stuff. So you got a veteran pitcher and a veteran hitter battling.
The pitch. Swung on, ground ball, first ball, backed up on it, almost ate him up, but he fields it, flips to McKay covering. That retires the side in the 8th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left for the Rumble Ponies. We will go to the home half of the 8th. The Fightin' Phil's lead, looking for more. It's 3-2.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phil's, 2 great hometown partners.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. In just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
Bottom half of the 8th inning, 3-2, Reading still on top. They're looking for some insurance runs here, and they'll do it against the new pitcher, Bob, in Daniel Juarez.
Making his 11th appearance of the season, 1-2 overall, 4.85, 13 innings pitched. He's given up 13 hits, 7 runs. He has struck out 8 and walked 10.
So it'll be 5, 6, 7, starting with Carlos De La Cruz. Will lead off for the Fightin' Phils. Juarez, it's his second appearance of the week. Pitched 2 innings on Wednesday against the Fightin' Phils. So De La Cruz digs in from the right side. Reading leads by 1. Here's the first pitch, and it's swung on a miss by Carlos. It's 0-1. De La Cruz in this ball game is 0 for 2. He didn't walk back in the first. 0-1. Carlos swings, hard line drive, left field, it's a base hit. In the hole between short and third, 104 off the bat, leadoff single for De La Cruz. And that'll bring Bryce Ball to the plate.
Well, this is the spot where you're looking for insurance, get a little bit of a padding just in case. And the Phils had an opportunity in the 7th, but they left a couple men on base, and now they got a leadoff base runner as opposed to the 2-out base runner they had last inning. See if they Fightin' Phils can do some damage here. Tommy McCullum up and loosening in the bullpen to likely pitch tonight.
So Bryce Ball digs in. He's 0 for 2 tonight. He has walked. First pitch home. Outside for a ball, 1-0. Juarez is the only lefty pitcher that Binghamton carries. All their starters are righty, and Juarez the only lefty reliever. 1-0. Ball swings, fouled straight back, 1-1. Ball homered in back-to-back nights, last night and 2 nights ago. The 6th time in his professional career he has done that. And the first time since April 28th and 29th in 2022 with the Tennessee Smokies. 1-1. Upstairs for a ball, 2-1. He's never homered 3 times in his career. Last Fightin' Phil to do that was Oliver Dunn, August 15th to the 17th of last year, here against Somerset. Swung on, fouled back. It's 2-2.
Well, he had intentions of going 3 for 3 with that cut. He took a healthy cut at that pitch and a slider from Juarez.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still nobody away in the 8th. Carlos De La Cruz gets his lead off first. Lefty on lefty matchup. Juarez fires. De La Cruz takes off. The pitch is spiked, so De La Cruz into second easy. See if they give that a wild pitch. Gotta think it's a wild pitch, but De La Cruz was off and running.
Yeah, I think this guy's got to give him a stolen base on it. But yeah, talk about spiking a ball. Juarez just overthrew that pitch. I'm trying to put that much more juice on the curveball, I guess, and he spiked it a good 2 feet in front of home plate.
If it is a stolen base, it'll be Carlos' first of the year, and it is a stolen base. And the next pitch is outside, ball 4. So back-to-back walks for Bryce Ball. First walk for Juarez, 2 on for Baron Radcliffe.
Bryce Ball looks like a completely different hitter as this series has evolved. When the series began, he was still a struggling hitter, and things have changed. Obviously, that first home run changes things, but he's again, he didn't have a hit today, but he's got back-to-back walks, as Jake said, and he's worked the count really well in both of those at-bats.
So lefty on lefty again. First pitch to Radcliffe. Juarez spikes again. It's 1-0.
No, I think I'm going to almost be tempted to give. I mean, they're not, and they don't do that, but I would almost be tempted. If I'm Baron Radcliffe, I'm going to see one here.
1 ball, no strikes. Still nobody away. Bottom of the 8th. 3-2 lead for Reading. Runners get their leads off first and second. Neither held on. 1-0. Radcliffe does see one. It's a strike. That was a fastball, bottom part of the zone. It's 1-1.
Pretty much a get-me-over fastball because Juarez is, again, he spiked one to ball, missed way up high, and then misses way low. So he missed 3 in a row way out of the strike zone.
And Juarez steps off. Him and his catcher, Drake Osborne, not on the same page. For what it's worth, Rudick did stay in the game in center field, so no surprise on that front. Here's the pitch. Ratcliffe swings, dribbles it foul to the on-deck circle where Robert Moore will knock it down. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 count, nobody out. Baron Ratcliffe the batter. Binghamton trying to turn 2. The pitch. That's bounced again. It's 2-2. Really, everything other than the fastball. Rudick just not, Juarez struggling to really command. Sun setting on a picturesque evening in America's Classic Ballpark. It's a 2-2 count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Ratcliffe chased the fastball up high. He's down on strikes, so first out of the inning, first strikeout for Juarez. And that'll bring Robert Moore to the plate, who flips around and bats from the right side now.
So to Jake's point, with Juarez struggling with the off-speed pitches, now as a hitter, you've got to sit fastball and think, look, that's the only thing he's getting over. But Juarez reached back with a little bit extra on that one, and that fastball high cheese that Ratcliffe could not catch up to.
First pitch to Moore, swings and misses, and almost does a split at home plate.
My goodness.
It's 0-1. He looks okay.
He's fine, but might want to take a little bit off that swing.
So Moore, switch hitter. This is just the 17th time this season, and he is batting from the right side. 99 played at bats, from the left side. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air towards center. Rudick starts in, goes back, makes the catch. De La Cruz got back the bag and he'll tag, and there will be no play as the ball goes into the cutoff man, Jackson. It's short. So De La Cruz at third, ball stays at first. It's a fly out to center for Bryce Ball, and there's 2 outs for Casey Martin.
Yeah, that's a good adjustment by De La Cruz. It turns into at least a productive at bat for Robert Moore, because now De La Cruz is at third base just in case. But Carlos had wandered a little bit away, so whether it was Carl Ellison yelling at him or De La Cruz realizing that he should get back and tag up and move up a bag, you just never know. Suarez has already bounced the pitch into the dirt on more than one occasion.
So 2 outs for Casey Martin. First pitch. That's inside for a ball. It's 1-0. De La Cruz leads off third. Bryce Ball off first. Nobody on second. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Reading leads 3-2, looking for an insurance tally. 1-0. Martin swings, chopped short. Awkward scoop by the shortstop Jackson, but he stays with it, throws to first. Martin retired, and that retires the side in the 8th. No runs on a hit. 2 left for the Fightin' Phils. We will go to the 9th. It's winning time for the Fightin' Phils. Be back after this on the Our Phils Radio Network.
Star City Boxing, located at 1340 Center Avenue Rear in Reading, is a 501c3 nonprofit boxing gym unlike any other. Our goal is to not only help you be fit, but to be the best outlet for our youth and community. We welcome anyone who wants to improve their way of life, be fit, and box competitively or non-competitively. We work with you to reach your goals in and out of the gym. Stop in and meet our stars today. Check us out and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for upcoming events and happenings. Visit our website today at starcityboxing.org for more information on how to join, volunteer with our youth, or support our efforts in the community. Star City Boxing is a proud continued 2024 Our Phils Fiesta Friday partner.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt, and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
try to do the same as McCullum is the Alberta University Golden Wolves called to the bullpen. McCullum making his 14th appearance of the season, 1-2 with a 7.82 earned run average. 12 2/3 innings pitched. He has struck out 12. He has walked 10. He is 4 for 4 in save opportunities, making his second appearance of the series. The first was not a good one. He was part of that 8-run inning that Binghamton had back on Thursday night when the Rumble Ponies won it 13-6. First batter he faces is Nolan McLean, and McCullum misses ball one. McLean 0 for 3 in the night with a couple of strikeouts and a flyout. Actually, they called that first pitch my mistake. He's called strike on the outside corner. So no balls and a strike to McLean. Designated hitter swings and misses at the second pitch. It's no balls and 2 strikes. McLean to be followed by Ryan Clifford and J.T. Schwartz here in the top half of the ninth for the Rumble Ponies in a 3-2 Reading advantage. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, McLean just gets a piece of it. It's 1-2. McCullum, the 4th pitcher of the night for the Fightin' Phils. Colby Allard started. Did a pretty good job, gave up a run in 3 innings. Efrain Contreras was excellent for 4 innings, and then Tyler McKay works his way through the 8th, and there's a called strike 3. Nolan McLean didn't think so, but it's over on the outside corner for a called strike 3. There's one big out here in the 9th. And I'll bring up Ryan Clifford, who's also 0 for 3 on the night. A couple of strikeouts and a ground out in 3 plate appearances. First pitch from McCullum is way up high, ball 1. McCullum, the 24-year-old right-hander, pitching from the stretch. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 93. As big as Tommy is, 6'5" and 260, he's not an overpowering pitcher by any stretch of the imagination. Fastball is about that, 93, 94. Now Clifford's going to call time at the plate. But the big pitch for McCullum is a split fastball. Phil Canary, Reading's pitching coach, considers it a big league quality splitter. That's how good of a splitter he thinks he throws. 1-1 the count now to Clifford. And that's over for a called strike 2. It's 1-2. Clifford, the left-handed hitter, facing the right-hander, Tommy McCullum. There it is, single to strike 3. There is the off-speed pitch that Clifford swings through. 2 down here in the 9th inning. Today's attendance at FirstEnergy Stadium, 6,954. Presented to you by PSECU. Thanks to our friends at PSECU for presenting tonight's attendance. They are one of the largest credit unions in Pennsylvania. 2 down now for J.T. Schwartz. Phil's looking to end up with a split of this series. They need one more out. And J.T. Schwartz will take one for a called strike. Schwartz, 2 strikeouts and a walk in 3 plate appearances. And McCullum gets ahead, no balls and 1 strike. Crowd getting alive here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Off-speed pitch mixes just outside. It's 1-1. And again, misses just outside. It's 2-1. That the fastball at 94 for McCullum. So 2 balls and a strike now to J.T. Schwartz. Swing and a foul tip off the mask of Ricketts. It's 2-2. Jeremiah Jackson, who's got 2 solo home runs and all the run production for Binghamton in the on-deck circle if Schwartz can reach. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs in the 9th. 6,954 now on their feet in baseball town, looking for the 3rd strike and the 3rd out here in the 9th, top half of the 9th inning. Tommy McCullum winds and delivers. Lined over the head of Robert Moore into center field for a base hit. J.T. Schwartz with a base hit. It represents the tying run now here in the 9th. 6th hit of the game for the Rumble Ponies. and the aforementioned Jeremiah Jackson to the plate. And they're going to bring in a pinch runner now for Schwartz, as Wyatt Young now will pinch run for Schwartz, give them some more speed on the base pass because he now represents the tying run. As Jackson stands at the plate, 2 for 3 on the night. 2 solo home runs and a strikeout. Giovanna's Pizzeria is a locally owned independent Italian restaurant that provides some of the most amazing meals in the Reading area. Don't believe us? Well, try it for yourself. Giovanna's also offers pasta, sandwiches, pizza, and much more. Giovanna's provides curbside pickup, online ordering, and tons of deals to make your meal as affordable as possible. Visit Giovanna's today at 1500 New Holland Road in Reading or giovannaspizza.com, a proud 2024 Fightin' Phil's team feed partner. First pitch to Jeremiah Jackson is low for a ball. The 1-0 pitch started and stopped, but it's a called strike. It's 1-1. So Wyatt Young, the runner at first base. Jeremiah Jackson, the batter, and 1 ball and 1 strike to the right-handed hitter. To the right side, the second baseman Rodriguez has it. A flip to first in time for the third and final out. And the Fightin' Phils gather the win, and they end up with a split of the 6-game series with the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. They won it last night, and they win it again this afternoon to make it a split for Binghamton in the ninth. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 big left on base. The final score, Reading 3, Binghamton 2. We'll take a timeout back on the Reading Fightin' Phils Radio Network with our pregame show right after this.
Berk's Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents at Berk's Home. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizepa.org. Click Local Coalitions.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job, everything for us from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
Tuesday, June 4th, adults receive a Fightin' Phil's t-shirt thanks to Berks County
Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program.
Welcome back to our pregame show with Reading Fightin' Phil's. Win it over the Binghamton Rumble Ponies this afternoon by a final score of 3-2. Go back and take a look at how things evolved on this Sunday getaway here in Baseball Town. Fightin' Phil struck first with Jose Rodriguez getting on base with a 1-out single. That was a precursor of things to come because Caleb Ricketts followed with a line drive in the gap that rolled all the way to the fence. And Jose Rodriguez came all the way around to score an RBI double for Caleb Ricketts, his 5th double of the season, his 9th RBI of the season, and the Phils were on top by a score of 1-0. Colby Allard got the start tonight for the Reading Phils, the left-hander on a rehab assignment from the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. Pitched well through his 3 innings. He was going to go either 3 innings or 50 pitches, and he did pretty well through those 3 innings. Jeremiah Jackson changed the outcome a bit in the second, as with 2 outs in the second inning, he drove 1 out to right field to tie the game up at 1 apiece. And it stayed that way up until the 5th. Efrain Contreras came on in relief of Allard to start the 4th inning. He gave up a single and then retired the next 3 batters he faced in the 4th. And then here comes Jeremiah Jackson again to lead off the 5th inning, and he hit a rocket onto the Seidel Auto Group deck in left field for a 2nd home run of the night for Jackson, his 3rd of the series. And with that, we were tied up at 2. That was the only mistake that Contreras made. He pitched an excellent game, and it did tie the game up at 2 apiece, but the Phils changed that in the bottom half of that 5th inning as Jose Rodriguez again got on board on a base hit with 2 outs on a pickoff attempt by the pitcher Jordan Gieber The ball got away from J.T. Schwartz, the first baseman, and rolled all the way down to the bullpen and allowed Rodriguez to move all the way around to third base. And Caleb Ricketts at the plate, and Ricketts drove one high and deep to right center field, and it just cleared the fence. Caleb Ricketts' first home run here in Double-A, and his 9th and 10th RBI of the season, the 2-run home run, put the Fightin' Phils back up on top 3-2. And from there, the bullpen took care of business for Reading as Contreras, Tyler McKay, and Tommy McCullum finished off the last 4 innings of the ball game. Again, Efrain Contreras, without a doubt, his best performance as a Reading Philly, ends up going 4 innings, gave up just 2 hits, a run, 1 walk, and struck out 8. Tyler McKay came on in the 8th inning. He did give up a hit, and that was it, struck out 2. And then Tommy McCullum comes on in the 9th to get the final 3 outs and pick up the save. McCullum also gave up a hit in his inning of work on the double by on the single by J.T. Schwartz with 2 outs, but then gets Jeremiah Jackson to roll out to Jose Rodriguez for the 3rd and final out, and again picks up the save. So excellent work by the Fightin' Phils on the pitching side of things. They walked just 1 in this game today, and on the flip side of that, they struck out a combined 14 batters. So excellent pitching today for the Fightin' Phils, and some timely hitting by Jose Rodriguez and Caleb Ricketts, most specifically. Rodriguez, another big game for the second baseman. He had 3 more hits again today, ends up with 8 hits in the series. In this series, Jose Rodriguez went 8 for 11. Again, he missed 3 games. He played in 3, he missed 3, and in the 3 he played, he was dynamic. And Caleb Ricketts, also a big series for the Fightin' Phils, including his 2 hits today. He ends up going 7 for 20 in the series. But the 2 extra base hits today, the RBI double and then the 2-run home run, were the finishing touches for the Phils to get them the win and get this W and at least split this home series with the Rumble Ponies. So Reading will now go on the road beginning on Tuesday. They will be in Hartford to take on the Yard Goats. Of course, the Phils and the Yard Goats played a couple weeks ago here at FirstEnergy Stadium, a series that ended up on Mother's Day, where the Phils end up winning 5 out of 6 in that series. So we'll see if the Fightin' Phils could take some of this success they've had the last 2 nights on the road with them. Reading will be back home here on Tuesday, June the 5th. They'll be home from Tuesday, June 5th, right up and through Sunday, June 9th, and they will take on the Harrisburg Senators in that series. Hope you'll come out here and join us for Fightin' Phils baseball. The start time for all 3 of, the start of that series on June from Tuesday through Friday are all 7 o'clock games, as start time will flip now in June to 7 o'clock. Saturday's start time will be at 6:45, and on Sunday, as usual, at 5:15. Johan Rojas bobblehead for the kids on that series finale on June the 9th. So it's just something to pencil in. Of course, fireworks as per norm on Friday and Saturday here at the ballpark. Speaking of the ballpark, 6,954, a great week of attendance here at FirstEnergy Stadium. We thank you for your attendance each and every night, but the last 3 nights, spectacular crowds. 7,700 on Friday night, 8,400 on Saturday night, and we rounded up just shy of 7,000 watching baseball here on Baseball Town on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. It is Memorial Day weekend. We salute those of you who are veterans, whether it be active serving or past serving. We thank you for your service to your country and the rights that you have given us to be free and watching baseball here in America. Again, the finals numbers in this one. Reading, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors, and they left 9 men on base. For Binghamton, 2 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Efrain Contreras gets the win, and rightfully so, in 4 excellent innings of work. He is 1-3 on the season. Jordan Gieber takes the loss for the Rumble Ponies, and Tommy McCullum now 5 for 5 in the save opportunity category, and with his 5th save of the season. And so that will do it for our broadcast here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Time of the game just over 2 hours and 2 hours and 30 minutes. And the Fightin' Phils come up with the win on this final 2 games of the series. So Binghamton wins 3 and Reading wins 3 as well. Rumble Ponies are now 22-20 on the season, and the Fightin' Phils pick up their 20th win of the season. They are now 20-24. So that will do it for our coverage. As always, for my broadcast partner, Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. We've had some great guests over the course of the weekend and over the course of the week on our pregame show. Of course, our usual chat with the manager, Al Padrique. We had Brock Stassi on as a guest as well. And Dave Dombrowski, president, general manager of the Philadelphia Phillies, was our guest last night. All of those interviews are available to you if you'd like to go back and watch them at any point in time. Hopefully we've asked some interesting questions and find some interesting things for you to hear from each and every one of those individuals. They're available to you on all of the Reading Fightin' Phils social media platforms. So that will do it for our coverage. For my colleague Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. As always, thank you for listening to Reading Fightin' Phils baseball on the Fightin' Phils radio network. Again, the Phils on the road back here on Tuesday, June the 5th for a 7 o'clock start against the Harrisburg Senators, and we'll be back on the air with that on our pregame show at 6:45. Until then, enjoy yourself a very safe and thankful Memorial Day holiday tomorrow, and we'll have more baseball for you a week from Tuesday here in Baseball Town. Again, don't forget, there is baseball on Tuesday night, high school doubleheader, District 3 baseball playoffs, both the 6A and 5A classifications we played here on Tuesday night here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Online, if you want to find out more information on getting tickets to come out here and watch a doubleheader of district championships. Again, the 6A game and the 5A game. Governor Mifflin Mustangs will be playing in the 5A game. That's the second game of the doubleheader. They'll be taking on Mechanicsburg in that one. Ephrata against Hempfield in game 1. That is the 6A game. And then Governor Mifflin against Mechanicsburg, the 5A game in the doubleheader here at FirstEnergy Stadium for some great high school baseball on tap here coming up in about 48 hours or so from that. Again, thanks. We'll do it for our broadcast today. Again, from my colleague Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. Thank you as always for listening. Enjoy your day off. I hope you got one. We'll do just the same here at FirstEnergy Stadium on Memorial Day. Until we meet again, right back here in Baseball Town. The final score one more time. The Reading Fightin' Phils 3, the Binghamton Rumble Ponies 2. Thanks for listening, everyone. Have yourselves a great evening.